going on, party people?
What's
It is your boy
up?
Eric B here with some of my favorite folks in the world here for another episode of Do You Even Transform, bro?
Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Maybe, maybe. But without further ado, man, I just want to go around the old StreamYard here and let our panel introduce themselves. Starting to my right, aka the left, Mr. Harrican BX. What's up, buddy? How you feeling, man?
What's up, guys? What's up? I literally just got out of work like an hour ago, and I was running home to get this going for these guys. I'm like, oh no.
You need Oscar's hat.
We made it. We made it. First day back after vacation, so it was a doozy. I had to put in a few extra hours. I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow and probably the same thing the day after that. But
Gotta play catch
it's all
up.
good. Gotta make that OT money, baby. OT money.
Hey, don't rub it in. Oscar can't get OT for right now.
Yep.
I'm good.
What's
Happy
up,
to be
man?
here with you guys. Ready for another episode of Do You Even Transform, bro? Let's do it.
Do you? That's what's up, man. Derek B, what's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody? Hey, is that too loud? Because we didn't
Nope.
get to test sound
You good?
before we,
You're good.
it's loud. Is it?
No, you good.
you're-
You coming
that's
across
right.
You're good as always.
All right, cool.
Hey.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Yo, it's good to see everybody tonight. Man, it's been a long time since we did this, and looking forward to getting back into it with y'all.
What's up, man?
As I came in here, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what my sub name is going to be. Y'all got your sub names, and I ain't really came up with one yet. You know what I'm saying? I saw you had started Do You. Eric B.
Dormammu.
Everybody's
Hashtag
gonna
death for
fall
Derek.
Hey, Dormammu, you know what? This is for you, Dormammu. Yeah. Say, but yeah, I thought you was gonna do a running thing with everybody Do You and then even and trying.
That would have been cool, man. But you
That
know,
would
no
have been
pressure.
funny.
Yeah,
We're not that organized, right?
yeah.
Not
I'll
at
just go with
all.
Dormammu for the night.
There you
So
go.
yeah. But yeah, man, it's been a great week so far. You know, it's Tuesday, it's almost hump day, and it's been cool. I've been really dreading kind of, wanting to face Eric B right now because I had told him a week and a half ago that I was gonna start my journey. I did. Hold on, before you start
All right.
shaking your head,
All right.
shaking your head.
All right.
I did.
Reprieve.
I did, but I'm at that point where, I had to, how you got to change your eating habits and all of that type of stuff. And, with that comes a personality change.
And hangry, huh?
Don't be yelling at Sean. Don't be yelling at Sean.
Hey, she look like she got some sharp elbows. He don't want that action.
Hey, I don't want that smoke, but, I had to curb that mug immediately. It's just like, yo, man, I'm sitting there trying to eat, right? And then, I also got to deal with work and, everything else. And it was just like, yo,
It's
then I
easy
had
to go fall back into old comforts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to, just like do like light snacks, like like granola bars and water. I'm trying to cut out the sodas and all of that.
Don't drink
stuff.
the calories.
We just had a get together here, and I got all that stuff, and that's still in the house. I'm trying to get rid of that, and it's just like, okay, at some point, I just got slowly, wean myself off a lot of stuff. So
Hey, man,
it's going to take time, but
and you add some good veggies to it, and you'll be all right. Trust me.
yeah. So it's
So
a
you're
process.
telling me not to send you any chocolate bars in the box. And sending you
Hey man, look, hey Rusty, do me right, man. Hey, look. Hey, do right by your boy Eric. All right, don't do that to me, okay?
Hey, Rusty, send him some Big Daddy chocolate bars.
Hey,
Love those.
ketchup chips, like the family size bag of ketchup chips.
all right, man.
Whatever bowl of poutine, that'll
Oh,
get there.
bowl-
Nicole poutine,
Chips.
Shipped in a box.
Just sloshing everywhere.
Just this big grease stain on the side. No big deal. It's fine.
Old people, they try to keep it that.
But yeah, man, it's been cool. It's actually been cool. But yeah, the first week was like hell. It was like like I said, that personality change was weird for me. And it was like I had to catch myself because I found myself yelling at my kids. I was just like, yo,
Yeah.
let me just do this. Let me just figure this out, and then we're gonna have a
thing, man.
Yeah. So yeah, but for the most part, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get back to who I used to be.
There you go.
And, but I'll tell y'all one thing: the what will never go away.
There you go. I
promise you that.
My man. Well, speaking of what, Mr. Rusty is in the building. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's up, everybody? I'm the Rusty
What
Mechanic.
is still going on with them fires, man? Can y'all figure that out for me?
Man, you know what? I saw a crazy stat like a couple weeks ago. So a lot of the fires are in northern Quebec, and apparently they lost like 3.7 million acres of land. In the last 10 years, the average amount of land they've lost for forest fires in the past 10 years has been 27,000 acres, and they lost 3.7 million in the last 3 months. That's insane,
God.
right? And you guys down in New York wonder why you're getting smoke? That's why.
Yeah, wow.
It's insane up here. It's just been so dry up here. I don't even know what's going on, but
It makes sense, man, because people have been saying like and I'm 41 years old, so for whatever that's worth, most people in my lifetime have been saying I've never seen it this bad.
No, I've never heard of this. Anytime I hear about news about a forest fire, it's California, right? So the fact that like this is this close to home now, it's really weird. It's
scary. It's got to be scary. I love that.
It's not anywhere near me, but it's just it's still like those numbers alone. Like you just hear those numbers and you just go,
yeah, that's staggering.
What did you just say? That it's crazy. So yeah. Anyway, things are good at my end. I think I'm in the same boat as the rest of you guys. I don't know what's going on with work these days, but it's up to here. And I'm not going to steal it from Oscar's thunder. You can tell his story if you want, but I had a similar thing too. But we had a guy just quit out of nowhere in 2 weeks, and his workload landed on my lap. So I appreciate evenings like this and you guys where we can just forget about all that crap and talk about the stuff that we enjoy, right? So.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to this discussion. I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, agreed, awesome. Man. That's what's up, man. And well, Oscar, we all been kind of leaning into it, man. You don't seem like yourself, buddy. It's not. Like that.
I'm very tired working absurd hours. Was getting paid every single hour. Now it's like they're cutting back on it, and yeah, it's been. It's a cat.
You got a little buddy back there, huh?
Yeah, that's
Yo,
that's my Zelda.
Just
I
jump
saw
right
that
up.
cat earlier, and he was sitting over on the left side of you on top of that thing, but he was positioned in a way I was like, what the hell is that? I didn't know what that was, and then he poked his head. I was like, oh, it's a cat. Oh,
yeah.
It looked like some alien behind you, though. Alien fur. I was like,
there she is.
What the hell is that? Yeah,
Chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, she does that a lot. But yeah, it's been hectic. I got burned by Amazon twice on some pre-orders.
Oh no!
I ordered the Orion packs and Senator Shockwave 2-pack. They sent me the Megatron and Ratbat. The box was empty.
I heard that's happening a lot to people. Like
so I sent.
Was it open? Like, was the box open?
No, the shipping box was like retaped, but I didn't pay it no mind because it doesn't say anywhere on the shipping box what it is.
Yeah.
So I open it and I'm like, yo, this is like the Megatron Rat Pack. That's not the Rat Bat. I didn't order this shit. And then I was like, this sounds empty. So I opened that up and that had tape on one side but not on the other. So that was fucking bare. So I took a photo and I sent it to Amazon. They're like, oh, we're sorry. We'll send that back. We'll send you out another one. I'm like, all right, cool. The other one gets here. It's another Megatron 2-pack with Rat Bat. And I was just like, man, fuck this. So I sent him back. I was like, just give me a refund, dude. Meanwhile, like, other cats are posting, my Senator Shockwave looks so cool. I'm like, man, fuck you. Wow. And everything you stand for. But yeah, so I got burned by that. I picked up, my buddy came to visit me, my boy, Ben Graven came up to visit, and he brought me a bunch of Junkions from the Legacy line. So I got Crash Bar and Scrap Hook, and I picked up the Armada Megatron, and I just been working on my comic in between like the 2-3 hour fits of sleep I get every night. So yeah, it's been productive. But yeah, when I heard this might happen, I was like, oh, I gotta jump on that, because I missed out on All Hail Unicron because I was not in the right mindset to be sitting there talking about like toys and stuff, and it's been a rough couple of months, but I'm told by a lot of people this will pass, and I'm like, all right, so I'm just waiting it out.
Yeah, you just gotta ride that wave. Ride that wave, man. And before we go any deeper, guys, I do want to give a big, huge happy birthday shout out to my daughter who turned 7 today. So shout out to her.
Yay!
Happy birthday to you, big girl. I know you're probably not watching this because you're getting ready to head to bed, but I just want to give you your flowers. She's had a
Happy
pretty
birthday,
decent day so
girl.
far. Yeah, man. Thank you. So she had a pretty decent day so
So you
far.
give her a
Most of
big
her
hug
celebration
from our
is
Uncle
tomorrow.
Derek.
No doubt. No doubt. I'll make sure I let her know in the morning.
Big shout out to my mom, who knows nothing about the internet, but she turned 79 yesterday.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
So
Thanks, man. Happy birthday to you.
79. Jeez,
yeah, man.
that's a good
What's
life.
up, man? That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
Right.
Well, hey, so there was a transforming collectible convention over the weekend. AKA
So I heard.
Where?
TFCON in Canada, right in your backyard, Mr. Rusty.
Here?
Now, hey, man, I
This
got a
place is
question.
on fire. How did they do a TFCon? This whole country's on fire.
Yeah, it was on fire with those reveals too, man.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
It's gonna be something we get into here in a little bit. But Rusty, did you get a chance to actually go to the convention? This year?
No, with all the work I was doing, I planned to go with a buddy of mine. Actually, a couple of buddies of mine. We were gonna carpool down together, grab a hotel and that. And like the Thursday noon, I think I messaged them. I'm like, guys, I gotta bail. I cannot shit just hit the fan all over the place, and I was like, I gotta bail. So yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to it because again, you know, work was building up, and I was like, this is something right I can do on a weekend, right, with my buddies and take my mind off shit, and I had to bail on it. It was super
That
depressing,
sucks, man.
but I did manage to snag.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Nice.
Isn't that
Nice.
I missed the pre-order.
I'm
you take it out yet?
I haven't taken it out yet, and I'm not going to ruin it for anybody that's because Derek's got one of these on the way, I know, so I don't want to ruin him for him. The box is super cool, dude.
Nice, nice.
I mean, it's,
Anyways,
it's like the motif
It
box.
is. Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
similar setup. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping tonight, and I do have an alarm set to catch one from Toya Dojo tonight because I missed the Planet Steel Express one earlier today.
Oh, for real?
Ages 3 and up, theirs should be up right now if you want to jump off and go do that instead.
So, no, I'd rather hang out with you guys. But Toy Dojo does have one coming on at 10 p.m. our time here. So
Okay,
I'll catch
cool.
one by then. By then, we'll be just wrapping up. So I'll catch one by then. No big, no big.
Yeah,
And if
Rusty,
I don't,
if-
hey, I'll just wait when they actually drop one.
Real quick,
called multitasking.
if you would have been able to make the convention, how long would that troop have been for you? What is it, like a long trip
Yeah.
from where you living?
No, it's not. It's not that far. It's it's a decent. I don't want to give away where I'm at, but
Well, of
it's,
course, yeah.
Fair enough.
It's not. It's not terribly far. Not terribly far.
All right, so it would have been easy peasy. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
nice.
no, it
That's
was,
cool.
it was an easy. It was going to be a fun drive and like it's drivable, right? That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
close I
yeah.
am. But
All right, cool.
yeah,
That's
just
cool.
could not pull it off.
Yeah, man. But I'm with your friends and your buddies who went. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody was saying something.
Rusty.
To you. Go ahead.
Rusty. He's in Canada. Rusty's in Canada.
What's up?
Rusty's in Canada.
What do I need?
see, nobody cares.
See, nobody cares.
It's a big country.
Yeah.
It is huge. I mean,
Yeah.
It spans the freaking whole United States.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so your buddies who did get a chance to go, what kind of
Yeah.
things were you hearing while they were up there? If you wouldn't mind,
They
talking about that a
were
little bit.
like they
Murder.
I mean the
Sorry.
the Most of it was honestly, it was that third party panel reveal, right, which we're going to get into, right? I mean, they were, they were like, it was a typical TFCON in Toronto, right? There were, the vendors were there, right? Ages 3 and up, and Madhouse, Toy Joe's Dojo, right? They were kind of center stage there.
Okay.
They were talking a lot about the MMC had their Protectobots
Yes.
prototype was there, right? You actually put your hands on it, so they were talking about that, and that was pretty cool. There was some. Oh, the Fans Toys color, like full color prototypes were
Scourge.
there at the Chosen Prime, right? Scourge and Gears and Pipes, like all those guys were there. So that
look
was cool.
great.
They said that they looked really, really good. You know, typical Fans Toys stuff. That was pretty much it. Honestly, when they came back and I was chatting with them last night, we were just going on and on and on about the third party panel, right? Because it was.
Oh wow.
It was pretty spectacular, I think, in my mind. Like out of all the third-party panel reveals we've had lately, this one was, I think, right, the one that everybody was hoping for, and not just from Fans Toys, but from a few companies. So
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
saying something, right? Because recently, over the past, I'd say 3 years, it's kind of been lackluster.
Yeah.
And that's at best. There's been a couple of companies who either didn't participate, wouldn't send anything, or reveal stuff either the day before the convention or that week after, or it's just what they were coming out with just wasn't that exciting. But I think for a long time, this has been probably the most exciting one in a while for a lot of different people. What do you guys think about that?
I think when people like have a chance to go to something like this, it's always exciting. You know what I'm saying? You know, people gather, up with their buddies and, are going to meet their buddies like we're going to be doing very soon in a month or so,
man.
So I think just the prospect of doing that is exciting for a lot of people. But seeing, when you're there and you see a lot of this stuff in person, it is exciting. And you're just like, whoa, you're looking at those prototypes. I think it does go a long way towards getting you hyped, like towards some of this stuff, and then if some of the reveals from the third party panel or whatnot, if it's new stuff and things you haven't seen before, it gets your juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, like a lot of this stuff I'm not collecting anymore. So like I wish I could be a little bit more excited. But a lot of the stuff I saw, I thought, oh man, this looks cool. This looks cool, and I'm not opposed to like getting like a one-off piece or whatever just to kind of check things out. I'm usually curious like that. I'll pick something up and check it out and sell it, like if it's not for me in the long term. But I just scanned through some of the photos because a lot of it I didn't really get a chance to do it over the weekend as the stuff was coming out, and there was some pretty cool stuff like in the pipeline.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I agree. What about you, Oscar?
I think the reason why it's such a big success for this version of TFCon is because it's 3 years since 2020, since the pandemic. It's a good sign that things are kind of coming back to normal, with the exception of the raging wildfires up there in Canada. But I think it's a good sign, and people are feeling a little bit more healthy mentally, right? Like Derek was mentioning about changing eating habits. I just freaking destroyed some McDonald's like 5 minutes before we all jumped on because stress eat, that's always safe, right? But whatever, at least it's not meth. So but it's I think it's a healthy sign. It's people are getting finally back at it, and it's like that meme I saw like a couple of years ago where it was like things are starting to slow down, and one guy was approaching the other guy, like, oh, I haven't seen you since the plague. Well, now you can literally say that at the next convention you're at. So so I think it's great. I like the good attitude, the excitement people are sharing about this. Normally my apathy for like nerd happiness is like, it's not there. It's there, I mean, but it's like in this case it was really nice. There's like a renewed energy for not just the love of this weird franchise that we're all fanatical over, but just like the third party version of it, like where it's like, yeah, it kind of looks like Optimus Prime, but that's not him. His name's Faith Leader 75, and and it looks amazing, So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing these pictures. I wanted to really look. I found like I got the link, and it's like I'm gonna hold off. I want first impressions to be legit first
There we go.
Nice.
impressions.
Nice. Nice. Good stuff.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Derek, you've been to a lot of these. over the years. A few BotCons, a few TFCons. I mean, other conventions, this that, and the other. And again, with the excitement level waning and then seeming to come back, man, how you kind of feel about that?
Well, speaking to in regards to coming off the pandemic, I think that was the one that everybody looked forward to the most because everybody realized how exciting that was and how that used to be exciting, and then they missed out on it. They missed out on the excitement. So it was that much more of a buildup when the convention started going on again, whether you're wearing masks or not. It was just a matter of just going and being around the people that you haven't seen in so long, and just forming that bond once again, because it's one thing to do it online and talking to everybody on video chat and everything like that, but it's something about being in the presence of that person that you miss so much, you respect so much, you love so much, you just want to be like, yo man, you giving hugs. And I know when everybody came back, they weren't fully embraced with the hugs. They was doing a lot of fist bumping and all that type of stuff, but at the same time it was still the same energy with just getting back together again. Conventions, we go there a lot of times for the toys, the new stuff, and you want to see it. But for me, it's that, but also it's about seeing the people that I love the most and seeing them love what I love the most, and then us talking about it, being about it, talking about it all weekend, and then just going off and just doing another thing, because it's not always about the toys. It's all about just getting together. Like I said, because after the convention's over, you go do other things with your friends, and you just go hit a bar or go down to the lobby and just chill out and just talk and get to catch up and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I used to miss all that, but I'm so glad that we are way past that at this point. And like I said, in another month, it's gonna be on and popping. I can't wait, man. It's you talking about a refill of needing that. You talking about needing that refill? Oh man, come the end of August, man. I want to leave. I want to leave that mug bloated. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about in a spiritual sense, not a physical sense.
No, I got you,
man. When I get there,
because you working out with us. You definitely coming to the gym.
Oh yeah.
You working out with us this year.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna but yeah, I just look forward to that, and but yeah, I'm gonna come there and get full, but not full the way most people think, because I'm gonna lose this,
one day at a time, man.
This extra personality that's on me right now, and I just want to get rid of it. But yeah, man,
one chicken nugget at a time, bro. One chicken nugget at a time.
That was one of the things.
Sir.
One of the things my buddy did mention was that he did notice that there was a lot of people from the U.S. that we hadn't seen at TFCON in years, right? Like people we knew or had spoken to or whatever, right? So it was nice to see, and like you said, Derek, it was nice to see those people again, right? And I think that was the thing that I was kind of upset about too, is because I knew that potentially was going to happen. I was actually afraid that some of you guys who I know are close to the border, I was actually going to miss the opportunity to miss you guys for the first time. Right?
Oh yeah,
because I thought you were gonna show up, right? And then I was gonna be like, "What do you mean? Fucking Eric was there, Derek was there? Are you kidding me?" And I didn't, So anyway,
I'll try to do that for a future show.
Oh, no, y'all would have known
I
about.
just gotta get a passport.
So
gotta get my passport renewed.
So
all of us was coming. Oh, y'all definitely would have knew.
Yeah, you would have known.
Yeah.
I did go to a TFCon in Toronto a few years ago. It was the one where Nick Roche got his cash box stolen.
Oh
damn!
Yeah. What? Like it was fucked up, man. I mean,
so coincidental that you were at that convention.
I mean,
I took the cash box back to Florida.
I must have blown about a good 2 G's. Had to ship some stuff back from my buddy's house in Rhode Island. But it was fun. It really was a lot of fun. And I met up with my buddy Martin, who lives up in CA, and then I was trying to touch base with my wife's family when I was up there, but I don't know. They don't work like mine, so I don't stress that shit. But yeah, it was a unique experience, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I had a lot of Optimus Primals was the drink of choice that night.
Nah.
And then my first TFCON.
There's an IPA for Voltron as well too.
Yeah,
shit.
What's up with that?
Engine degreaser. That's what that is.
Is that what it is? Okay. Oh, so you had
IPAs?
it.
You don't like the IPAs?
No, I'm not a fan. No, I was a beer guy for like 15 years, dude. Like I delivered it, and it's just every time they release one. This one's from a brewery down in Alabama, and this is Cletus, the owner. Hi, how's it going? And it's like, here you go, try this, and I'm drinking. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is that solvent? Do you clean brake pads with this? Like, no, man, that's our beer. It's great, man. Try it. Come on, man. Give it another sip. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm fucking drunk right now. That's just one sip. Jesus. It's 75.6% alcohol per volume every 12-ounce bottle.
That's what we call light
So
beer.
glad I'm not an alcohol
A
drinker.
light beer. Yikes. Yikes. Well,
Yeesh.
you guys ready to go ahead and get into these slides?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Let's do it.
do
Rusty, you ready?
Yeah, what do you want to start with?
All right, man. So I figure we start with the one that you mentioned,
The Li Jiang,
Biong Zing, or whatever it is.
whatever.
Gotta start with
whatever
that
it is. It says share screen, and then I do this, and
Li
I do
Jiang,
that, and
Le Jiang, Le
he
Jiang.
was- Here he is.
Lei Zhang Biang Jing.
This guy.
Not even trying to be
Alright.
funny.
So when they showed this, so my buddy that went down there actually took a video because he was sitting in there, so and he sent it to me so I could check all this out. There was an interesting reaction from everybody in the crowd that was watching this when this showed up on screen. And I mean, look at the detail on this thing, right? I mean, that's some pretty neat looking stuff.
I didn't even see this shit.
Like this is
wow.
right
Yeah.
the articulation on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of
Stylized
good.
Optimus Prime.
What is it, like a robotic primal, like all
Yeah.
the way? Like that
It's
shit's kind of
like
crazy.
Primal if he was in a
Stylized,
mech
first
suit.
version.
Like it's somebody inside kind of controlling it.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Hopefully
Like a
my
mixed suit.
hopefully my favorite picture will come up in this slideshow.
Uh-oh.
The one I've been loving it to death, man. It reminds me so much of that meme with Hellboy. But yeah, this looks like a Gundam.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah. I wonder how tall
It looks like
it is. I
Grimlock
forgot
in
to
the face.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
How
true.
tall is this thing? 9 inches tall. So that makes it.
that's like MP10 size. Yeah.
It's like MP10. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty big.
So.
So maybe
cool.
this will
And
will pair well with the what was that, the side swipe that turned into a bull.
Yeah,
It kind of
Oh,
give you that mecha look.
Yeah.
it'd be
But
taller than that.
but
Yeah.
They put out the primal. Generation Toy did put out the primal from that
They
line.
did.
And
It
look
was
better
alright.
than this, in my opinion. Like,
Oh, you
it's
fool.
better than this.
Yeah,
Not
the
like
ape
those-
mode I
an
think is
ape
where this
mode.
one really shines.
Yes, it does.
It's just, and it almost looks chuggish to me, like a little bit. It looks a little bit like simplified. Doesn't look like it's like
Yeah.
MP. Doesn't look like it's got the size to it. But
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't think
agree.
they're going.
And I
for
think it's
an
because of the
MP.
stylization that it
Yeah.
looks makes it look like it
I mean,
kind of
look at
looks like
all
the
the-
style of the new age chugs that they have out now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
look
All
at
like
the
deep
detail,
crevices.
all the detail
Yeah,
all
in
the
the scope.
And that was the biggest thing I noticed too, is that like you're right, like it does have that chug styling, but there's a lot of extra detail in it, right? Like in the legs here, right? There's all these little panels and lines and stuff that are going on, right? And the venting in the kneecaps and the venting in the forearms and stuff, right? So there's a lot of really cool details going on with this one that makes it interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost as detailed as that jet fire from Siege. Like it puts you in a
Yeah.
mindset of that.
Yeah.
It has the
Yeah.
effects.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that figure. I got that in the
It's a
Shattered
nice
Glass
one.
version.
It's almost
Oh, you
reminding me
did,
of
huh?
like Kamen Rider.
I
sure
love
did.
that one. I couldn't find that one.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Kamen
it does
Rider
give you Kamen
vibes.
Rider vibes because of the helmet. Yeah,
One
Yeah.
of
I can
those.
see that.
Henshinda.
Those, yep.
But hey, listen, man, for them to come out with something, I mean, obviously, you're always going to see a bunch of Optimus Primes and Primals, and coming on the back of the movie, this thing will sell for those who love Beast Wars and who love Rise of the Beast. But the articulation on it looks pretty darn awesome. It looks like it has diecast in the chest and knees, according to the spec sheet that it had in the beginning. So somebody will buy it. It's for somebody.
Yeah.
Ain't for
I
me
mean,
though.
Oh, it's for me. I'm buying it.
Hey, if it
mine.
has
They
that
can do,
articulation, if it has that
superhero
articulation
pose.
like
Yeah,
Optus
no.
Pex's, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got a superhero pose. For sure. I mean, and
Yeah.
I think the monkey head. Oh, they look definitely.
That's
lost.
always
This is-
that's always the legs fold up. For
See?
monkey mode.
Yeah, this is the only part of it I didn't like is that it looks like his hips have been dislocated just to get into that that weird four-legged pose thing. But
Okay.
He looked like his back hurt. That's
right.
what
exactly.
He looked like he
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
carrying
went
the world.
backwards.
Someone
and just
help him get to the
over
urgent care center. That damn.
It looks like the chick from The Exorcist when she was doing the backwards.
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
with the head
Yeah.
turned
So,
around.
but this is to me like, and I don't know this company. I don't know how long they've been around. If they're new, if they are somebody
Yoga
else under a different
scoliosis.
name, yada yada yada. However, that's an easy fix, man.
There it is. There it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, I love that. That's why I'm buying it.
Man.
I'm sorry.
monkeys holding
I'm
out
sorry.
that-
I'm
that
sorry,
looks
Eric.
fucking-
Whoa.
Planet of the
That's-
Apes.
This
shit
joint
going
don't.
on here?
This
What,
joint
You
don't
just-
transform, bro.
What?
Nah, this joint just sits back and you just put the.
Bruh, you
head
just
on.
picture Gary Chalk's voice going, "Go to hell, Megatron," as he just unloads from this thing. Blah 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 blah.
This joint don't transform, man.
No,
it don't.
man.
It really don't.
It's mine.
Yeah, that looks.
No, it doesn't. It like you turn a leg, you flip it around, you do one little twist, you put a helmet over it, and then there's the figure.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
all right.
easy. That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
This is if they charge anything more than like $30 for this.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
what's
you
the
noticed
retail? Do we know
150.
what retail on
what
this
is? Oh my god! I didn't notice this before. What's going? Like he literally has monkey lips
lips.
down here. Like what?
Yo.
See, I'm out.
Lips.
I'm out. Get this off my screen.
Does Lee Shang
There.
transform?
See, but
bro?
that looks
That's
cool.
good.
That looks
Nope,
like
that-
a
that
fucking
looks
common
good.
rider right there.
Yeah.
Looks good,
A
man.
monk-
That
a
looks
Yeah,
common
they
good.
had me
monkey.
right here, but
This is a coming rider, poo thrower.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's it for
All
that
right,
guy.
Who's next?
man.
I
Ugh,
want to see that.
all
I
right.
want to see that video now.
That's
All
funny.
right,
Yeah, we'll go back to
all right.
that. Mag Motion
So-
always does the dope shit.
I want to leave MMC and our big gun for last. What else did
Okay.
you guys want to talk about? I'll open it up to you guys.
You want to talk about the New Age?
Sure, let's go Legends because that
Let's
looked
go
pretty
with that.
good.
All right. So this is Sludge or whatever whatever the name is. I can't even pronounce it.
Flag, sludge.
Redosaurus.
Oh no,
whatever.
I don't 3P like that, bro.
I'm gonna call it sludge.
Thank you, God. You know how many people are like, yeah, you get that Ymir? I'm like, the what? Oh, you mean the Grimlock?
It's the name of the company and it's G1 name. There you
You
go.
go.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
New Age sludge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this looks pretty cool. I kind of said it last night. Like, I remember back in the day having like some of those Dinobots and stuff, and these were like the colors. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember having the Grimlock. I'm not sure if I had this one.
Whoa.
But I mean,
Stay right there for a second, Rusty. Go
it
ahead.
hits
Yep.
those vibes, those nostalgia vibes and stuff like that. So it looks really good. It looks really good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this toy version is definitely it's popping. Like I don't really prefer the toy version in these. I want
No.
the tune version if
Yeah.
I pick
Me
these
too.
up.
Yeah.
But these do look pretty good. My only thing is, what is all that folded up in that chest, buddy?
In here.
It's a lot of like look
Oh,
at all
yeah,
of
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I feel like you need to order a spooge kit just to transform this damn thing.
bro.
Jesus.
You
most
gonna
likely.
have to. There's a lot going on here, man.
Yeah.
He's in that Iron Man my knee pose.
My knee.
Look that
My
right
knee.
there. Yeah, but you see
Nay,
from
that
the
right
top.
there looks pretty good. And I wonder
Yeah.
if like those arms will act as like those hinges will act as like a butterfly joint for the arms
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
robot mode.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
curious.
Yeah. It looks like you might be able to do something like that.
Yeah, but
Maybe
he
if you
looks
detach
good.
it, you could do something like that.
Yeah, kind of like
Like
trick the pose.
the tail is folded up in the leg. Look.
And it looks
you
good
just
too.
see it there, and it
That
looks
looks
good.
way
It's tucked
better,
away
you
nice.
know.
It's very clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
like
then
I
this
said.
one comes with the covers, right, for Grimlock.
Yeah. I think so.
You gotta give it credit for trying.
Mm-hmm.
And that Grimlock
Yeah,
looks so
yeah.
much better with those freaking covers on the inside of those legs. Like
Yeah.
it looks perfect now. Looking
Yeah.
perfect.
These look good, man. All right, so who's our legend collectors here? Who's in?
Me-
Yeah, who collects these? I know E Prime collects his legends. so
Yeah, he's selling his McFans toys just to get these.
Ricky.
I don't know if he does the toy stuff though, like, or if he just goes for the.
Yeah, I think he's going with the G1 tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm collecting the new age stuff, but just the tune stuff. I'm not into like the toy and the transparent and the whatever the hell
Yeah.
this is.
The sticky.
God, please help me.
So this is what, a
Anyway.
Diaclone or a G2?
That's the G2, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not an expert
No,
on
that
the
is
Diaclone
G2.
and the G2 stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is G2 stuff.
That's the G2.
If it makes your eyes hurt, it's G2. It's my rule of
Yeah.
thumb.
So I cherry pick a lot of legends. Like, I mean, not a lot,
There
but I
is-
cherry pick legends. Oh, see,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
look good
That's
together.
both the
With
toy
that.
versions right there.
Yeah,
They look good
it's
together.
good, though.
It's like Jose said, it gives you the
Oh, look at
nostalgic
that.
feeling from the
Nostalgic
toys.
vibes. Yeah, especially
That's
like
cool.
with the you see like the circuitry and stuff. Like where I remember that on the
Yeah.
stickers back in the
The
day.
all the stickers you had to put on like back in the day. Yeah, that's
Man.
that you could never get on straight. Oh my God, what is with this
G2 version.
Grimlock?
Yeah, so it is
Why-
G2.
Is this Bernie? What are we doing here?
Barney,
G-
you mean? Oh,
G-
yeah.
G-
He looks
G2
like he
Grimlock?
wants to give somebody a hug or something.
Oh my
He's
God.
in a position.
Oh, that's
See, those
that's
look
nice.
That's
great.
the, that's
Yeah.
the tune, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
the tune.
Oh,
Look at that.
man.
See,
What
I gotta
about
go
his
back and find
tail
that
in the back?
Grimlock.
Oh, they got him.
It's just bent.
like his
It's
tail
just
cut
bent.
off, sludge.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
just got to
bent
turn
and work.
sideways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
I
good,
gotta
though.
find
Yeah,
that Grimlock.
That paint looks so good. I'm in the same boat, man. I missed it, and I'm so mad about it. I hate this transparent stuff. This stuff
Yeah,
drives
and
me
that's the
nuts.
sticky version.
Hey, that's
And there you
all
go.
up our Brinks alley, man. Is it sticky?
Yes.
So we gonna pretend that that this guy didn't take the pictures for the oh, this is Mag Motion. Okay.
Yeah.
So he also did the monkey we just saw too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
Oh,
look
did
at
he?
that,
Okay.
man. Yeah, some of these backgrounds look the same. That looks great, man.
And the stop motion is freaking crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts.
So they if what do you call it? Team Reviews has got a 2-part video of the whole reveal, and if you watch the stop motion reveal for this figure, it's phenomenal. It's just so
Yeah.
the way they do stop motion, man. Just oh my God,
It's
I-
next
I
level
love
shit.
it.
Like
Oh,
to me,
it
because I'm
is.
like, it's clean. It's super clean.
Yeah. I mean,
Because weren't they the ones that did the Defensor and when MMC was announcing their Defensor and they did the combination and all that? Weren't they the ones that did that video? Were they the ones that did it, or was it
I
someone
can't
else?
remember. I can't
Your
remember.
guess is
Yeah.
as good as mine.
Yeah.
Because it looks
Your
similar.
guess is as good as
But then
mine.
again, most stop motion looks the same. You know,
So
it's an incredible job
not,
to do.
Not the Mag Motion stuff. I've done some stop motion myself, and then I go and watch
Yeah.
that stuff, and I give up. I just go, I'm not doing this anymore. Like I
My
can't.
son does it, and I'm like, yo, I don't know how you got the patience for that. Because he does it with
Yeah.
Lego, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, it's painful, but the result you get out of it is like, you know, when you get it right and it looks good, you just go, shit, I can't believe I did that. But yeah,
Yeah.
to do it, like to sit there, you're just like, yeah, fuck. Anyway, that's for another day.
So I got a question. Is anyone surprised by what they did not see from New Age reveal? Because they normally have a few figures come out around the same time,
I wasn't.
or
I
at least
was-
revealed.
So I think I was so excited about the sludge coming that I actually missed the fact that there was nothing else until I went back and looked at it all again, and I was like, shit, there was only one thing, one reveal.
Yeah.
Right. Where's the rest? Right. So, am I surprised about any particular figure? No. Am I surprised that they didn't have anything else? Yes.
So I was hoping they would reveal their Scourge, Springer, possibly a Hot Rod. I know that one's going to be a little harder for them to do. They're going to wait until the end on that. And that's pretty much it. So like neither one of those got a reveal.
Do they not have an Ultra Magnus coming up?
They already had one out. New
They
Age.
already
I
had
thought they
one out?
did.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought they did.
Yeah,
both.
They did Prime and Magnus at the same time, which was smart because you already pretty much have the CAD figured out. Even
Yeah.
though the CAD from Magnus and the CAD from Prime are different in the legs,
Yeah.
they figured it out, and it was smart to move in that direction. And they did drop around like almost the exact same time.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing. It's like, you know, we got the figures on our wish list, right? And you're hoping like these things get revealed, but you never know what these companies are gonna throw at you. You know what I'm saying? So And sometimes that can be disappointing if you're like, you probably expected more, and then it was like, you just got a couple of reveals like out of this thing, So
Yeah,
and even when they do a reveal, you don't even know necessarily when.
yeah,
Because you
that's
never get the
always
dates of these things, right? And you go,
yeah,
when?
yeah.
Right?
How do you guys feel about that? Because I think this was the topic on one of these shows back in the day, but I feel like with some of these companies they've show, like revealed a product or whatever or a new figure, and then it comes out like within a few months, and I love that. Like I'd rather that than see something a year and a half ahead, and then it's like you're like, all right, I'm waiting for this thing to come out. Like I understand some anticipation, but I would love it when you see something, it gets revealed, and then bang, it's available. I'm like, yes, give it to me.
I don't miss the old third-party days of the silhouettes. That was just done to death.
Renders the same render over and over and over and
Yeah, for like 2 years, and it's like, hey.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, man. All right. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to see? Studio Sale or Zeta, quote unquote, is making a Devi. Figure we might want to get into that a little bit. What do you guys think about that?
That looks
Alright,
pretty
let's go ahead and
good.
pull that up.
Looks nice and stylized, and it looks like
Was that
almost, I don't want to say chuggish, but just again, not really that masterpiece route that Masterpiece is going now with the real simple looks. This looks like you got like a ton of detail and stuff.
Very stylized.
Sorry, Eric. Which one did you want to look at?
The Studio Sale, the place
Studio
is doing
Sale.
I think their Devi.
Oh right.
Yeah,
This guy down here.
I'm all
Yeah,
devied
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I hope this one does well, but I'm just devied out. Yeah, I'm good.
It looks all right. It looks a little thin. It looks Cybertronian. Like they definitely don't look like they're Earth modes or anything. But they did. The guys did mention last night. Dormammu also in the chat, like combiner fatigue, Devi fatigue. We've gotten this figure a whole bunch of different ways already. What do you guys
For like the last 15 years,
Yeah.
Just put the horse down already.
Other than Toy World, what other Devis have we had in Masterpiece scale?
Gravity Builder,
Gravity
X-Transbot is making one.
The original
Yeah.
Hercules, which was the
MMC
shit
is
for a
making
long
one.
time.
That
And all these
Italian
fucking
company
repaints
is
of
making
Toy World.
one.
Well,
Now this does look good from the, I guess, torso up, calf up.
Yeah.
No, you can definitely tell the
Got
Mix
that.
Master is like a not
not
even
finished
like
yet.
fully rendered, and the rest of it is.
Gotta-
I was gonna say like Mixmaster's a block. Okay, cool.
He's got a cast. He's got a cast on.
Mix Master looks like a diabetic shoe.
Right.
Wondering how many people saw that picture and it was like, "Yo, I would have been in, but if Miss Master looks like that, I'm out. I'm out."
right, exactly, you nuts.
Desolator is the name. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
And listen, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm with everybody else. Where's my Predaking? Where's my Computron?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's
Does that look
Poseidon
like it's
at?
Legends to you, or does that look like it's like a bigger scale? Also,
Look at the
I don't know.
hands on the figures. Go back to some of the figures. And Bobby called
There's
this
like
out
articulation
earlier.
on them. Oh yeah,
Look at those hands.
Yeah,
Those are masterpiece hands, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got baby hands. No, those are masterpiece hands.
Yeah, you can see that it looks like the fingers
Yep.
articulate and stuff from the looks. of
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. And they
There
don't
are
look
some-
terrible. I mean, this is gonna be for somebody, but not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely some really interesting details.
like the little,
you
like,
said,
pistons.
it's Cybertronian kind of, or futuristic anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that aspect of this,
Yeah.
which is
I like
also
that too.
actually made me kind of consider it because the vehicle modes they're slightly different. They're the same, but they're like slightly
Yeah.
different.
Do
I like how
something
Yeah.
original. Do
I like how
something
Long Haul's got like brass knuckles on them.
Yeah, like his
about to-
rocket launchers are on top of his hands, in his robot mode, or maybe it's
If I get this,
Yeah,
I
these
wouldn't
are pretty
combine
cool.
it. Basically,
Yeah.
I like that Cybertron though.
You want to see Prime?
Do ya?
I'm all in.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm all in on that.
All right, well, let me let y'all talk about it. I'm out.
Now we just got Eric's opinion on Studio Cell Cybertron, known as Seed. I think it looks all right, man. Like Robert gifted me their Unicron, which I thought I wouldn't like, but
Nice.
after a while he grew on me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah. I got
Yeah.
They're
the
just
pumpkin
missing
version.
size. These things are just missing the size. If this shit would be like 24 inches to 26 inches, like real big, like these like Toy World combiner size sort of stuff, it'd be great. But because it's sort of like that 17, 18 inches, it's like it doesn't scale with like your masterpiece or your bigger stuff. So I feel like a lot of people I feel like look at that as like less than. But otherwise, I think it looks great. I just wish it was like bigger. If this
It's
was
just, man.
HasLab Unicron size, I think everybody would be
Wait.
all over this shit.
Is the
Hasbro's
is
about
the
to have a
stand,
hold my beer moment with
The
this.
stand comes. The stand integrated.
the
You know
stand's
they're gonna
integrated
fucking
with
turn
the
that
figure.
Unicron into a
That-
Primus.
It
that's
is.
interesting.
That is pretty cool. That part is cool. The fact that you
Yeah.
can use it as a like that
Right here.
that rail in the back. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it so for me, and I'll tell y'all why I'm out real quick. I'll give you my little 2-second soapbox. I'm out because this was one of the worst series in Transformers history. One, and then two, like he never like it. I'm a G1 baby. G1 is like the bar, and everything else is on top of that from there. It's like the foundation
Yeah.
for me. I don't if somebody can make this thing in the planet mode cheaper and I never have to transform it, cool, I'm in. I do not need Cybertron to transform into this thing.
Yeah.
That is a very valid point there. I mean, I remember watching, what was it, Cybertron, right? The series name? When he transformed, and there was a big fight with him and Starscream, and then it's like Starscream killed Cybertron. That was fucking dumb. So, yeah, I mean, I like him better as a planet, but I like the idea that he's their god. I don't know, like, it just, I see it, it's like, oh man, I think that would be tight, but...
But even that's dumb to me, right? Like, and this is my opinion, guys. I'm not calling nobody dumb, but even that's dumb because the Quintessons made these things and this, that, and the other. So now they made a whole planet. They can. It's all over the place, man. Get that out of here for me. I just can't. I can't.
Depends on which aligned.
The continuity is all
read,
over the
right?
place, though. Yeah, because
it
I hated the
No.
fact that in the cartoon, supposedly that little fucking alien dude is the one that created Unicron or some shit. You know, like
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
primitives. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. There's no
Yep,
way.
I agree.
I like
agree.
the storyline that they've got written in the Covenant of Primus, where Unicron and Primus are basically like the creators of the universe, and they've been battling each other for eons. And
Yeah.
Primus realizes that he can't beat his brother Unicron, so he traps them both in an asteroid field, and they
Yeah.
both evolve into Cybertron
planet.
and Unicron, right? So that's the story.
Eric shaking his head like, man, that's dumb.
That's the Marvel story. Yo, I'm all
Come
on this
on.
because of one reason and one reason.
Another
only.
story that's dumb.
It's dumb. That's the pose. The image we have on screen is the image we have on screen is the pose Eric took when he first saw this. He's like, "Nah, that's got to go.
Yeah.
Hit next."
I can't, man. I can't.
Nah,
And
I
yes,
definitely have a
Jose,
valid
that
reason for wanting it.
that was kind of dumb too. The little thing he didn't create them, but he made them, right? So he
Yeah.
kind of put them together. But even that makes more sense. Then the Quintessons can put the life force in them with that signum or whatever. Than just this thing is now a god. Like, come on, man. All right, I'm out. My bad. I don't want to take that.
Yeah. I do like the idea though, like of having like an opposite to Unicron, like a good planet-sized transformer or whatever. But it's like I don't think we've seen that enough in like a lot of the fiction that probably a lot of us are familiar with, you know. So I
Yeah.
think that's probably why it doesn't resonate like as much. Like we
Yeah,
all know about
yeah.
Unicron. We got that in the '86 movie, but you know who the fuck is Primus, right? Like we never really seen him in any kind of major fiction besides. What Oscar said, Cybertron, but I don't
Well,
think a lot of
Marvel Comics too. Like you saw his face a
Oh, yeah,
lot.
but
Like
yeah,
he never.
yeah.
And then like their lore with Primus and Unicron was basically the same as the Marvel as what Rusty over there was describing from the book. So it was like they were battling, and then they just decided to. I forget. Like it's been so long since I read like the old Marvel comics, but I mean, that was their take on it.
yeah,
You know. So, but it's
Simon Furman, baby.
yeah. So I mean,
All this shit.
that was their take on it, and I don't know. It's how you look at it. Like I just think it's a pretty cool, but I wish they kind of strayed away from the red and blue scheme. Like I don't need this to be like a representation of Optimus freaking Prime.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, like that's enough of that.
ASAP.
Yep. Hey, Oscar, we're getting loud. Saying that your mic is a little loud in the chat. Can you turn down just a tad?
Yeah, I tried to turn them down a little bit from my end too. Like I wasn't sure. Like I was just trying to make sure everybody's mics were sort of level in case. It was
Say
that.
something now, Oscar.
I just lowered it right now.
Yeah, that sounds
good.
great.
Yeah, it sounds
Good?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect.
All right,
Scott,
we're
let me
trying to
know.
Fix it. Yeah, let us know.
All right, somehow we lost Derek real quick, but we'll get him back here in a little minute here.
What?
All right.
Jeremy
So-
Jeremy B asked a question for Jay. He was saying bot or planet mode. Were you talking about? So, Oscar, you're gonna buy it for which mode?
Bot mode.
Bot mode?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I think it'll look nice next to the
yeah,
Unicron.
exactly.
you know?
That's what I was just about to say. Going with that unicorn in the back of it should look good because that unicorn does look good, and this doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong; it doesn't look bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, it's for me, it's just not needed. You know,
Yeah, well, it's not for you. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
there's a lot, dude.
It's like-
There's a lot of stuff I have that ain't for other people. You know, I got Spider-Man hanging on the wall, and they like, what the hell are you doing?
Having choices though is the best thing though.
It's a
Like, is it
blessing.
not like I remember, a time we didn't have you did all this shit like with third party and stuff like that, and then it seemed like there was a boom, and now it almost feels like there has been a bit of a downturn, and we haven't really got a ton of information.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
COVID fucking everything up, but now, like, I think that's why people are excited and they're seeing this stuff and they're getting amped, because it's like, oh, okay, new stuff, new product,
Yeah,
so,
man. And I'm happy people are excited for it. That means people are getting some of the things that they want, right? Like when Beast Wars MP figures came out, while they weren't for me, there's a whole swath of fans that love that stuff, man. Why
Yeah, that's
shouldn't
their-
we get a
that's their
representation?
G1.
Yeah.
look
you
at
know?
that. See, Scott said he's gonna put it in front of the HasLab Unicron to devour.
In
That
planet
looked
mode,
dope.
nice.
Because I think that'll scale really, really nice. Because since this shit is smaller, the Unicron will look like it's like gonna just devour that thing. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice visual.
Yeah, man. I agree. Wait, what is Brian Brink saying? Smart. Eric B would buy
So he
this.
would buy this Primus should have flames painted on it.
Hey man, you sit on the sidelines, man. Don't go hating on Hot Rod. You just a hater.
Yeah, I know. What's your problem, Brian?
Man,
Hot
because he
Rod got
killed
Optimus
Prime.
killed, man.
He keep
Got
saying
Optimus
he
killed.
got Prime killed. Even
Nah,
though
he got
Prime
Prime killed.
was the one who wanted to have a 30-minute speech when he
man.
should have just shot the dude.
Yeah.
It ain't his fault.
We not having this conversation.
If it would have been like Bayverse Prime, he just would have shot Megatron, and if
Facts.
Hot Rod got caught, like, oh well,
man.
collateral damage.
And he would have drank their blood regardless because it's Bayverse Optimus Prime. I'll drink you dry.
Exactly.
Give me your
These people
face.
with logic, Brink. You have no logic,
worst,
sir.
worst,
What-
worst
why don't
movie
you-
ever.
Why don't you make a graph out of that, Brink? Freaking nerd.
Oh, look at this. I like this. Ash Bailey said it great. There was a time when you got a gray Galvatron despite him being purple in the cartoon, and you accepted it. You loved it because you had no choice. That's right.
That's true.
But we got choices
man.
now, so now we can hate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
No, but it's still, I think it's still great that the fact that we're getting any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still an amazing
Yep.
thing, in my opinion.
Yo, Jedi mindset. said,
Yeah, why
did
ain't
they
it Ginyu
give you
Force?
Oh man, that's right, Scott. Hot Rod is the best written character in G1. He had the true arc. I agree.
Yeah, yo.
1000%.
I think that's why I
1000%.
didn't like him as a kid. I didn't like season 3 as a kid because I liked when the shit was set on Earth, and I was like, some of these stories are weird, and then all the fucking new characters when I enjoyed like the season 1, season 2 cast. But then as like I got older and I keep rewatching this shit, I was like,
Yep.
this is the best season. It's got the most like
Yep.
mature stories, and some of these like
Dude,
Rod
they-
had an arc. Rodimus
They
had an arc.
committed Galvatron to an insane asylum.
Right.
Yeah, that shit.
Like they straight up put, and his insanity drove the place to tear itself apart. Like how crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Oh.
like some of the stories of them like traveling around through the universe, right? Which some of the aligned continuity goes into as well. Like the Cybertronians used to travel the universe. They used to go to other planets and engage with other races and stuff like that. You're right. Like as you got older and started to rewatch this stuff, you're like,
You appreciate it more.
that's like if we were gonna do a TV series based on Transformers and it kind of had a Star Trek feel to it, I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
You know?
That
So-
listen,
Yeah.
that struggle being a young leader, man, trying to, and you didn't ask for it, right? Like you never
Right.
aspired to be it. It's
Yeah.
something I identify with. It resonated with me 100%.
You're stuck in the shadows of someone who was doing it before you, and it was so great. And yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing, for sure, for sure. All right, guys. Well, I guess we kind of beat this like a dead horse. We can kind of move right along.
Yeah.
You guys want to get into MMC now, or is there something
Hell
else you
yeah.
guys want to see?
Let's
MMC.
do MMC, and we'll do the big stuff for last.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why
Yes,
I'm
sir.
quarterbacking again. I'm doing that thing again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Eric,
No,
you're running
it's
the
all
show.
good.
What are we doing?
It's all
What are we
good.
doing
No,
next,
let's
Eric?
do it. Let's do
All right, hold on.
MMC, man. Let's do MMC. I'm actually pretty
we're,
darn excited to see it. I think they're towards the end.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
tell me
after
where they
Fate.
are.
So yeah, it's lower. It's lower. It's lower.
Lower?
Yeah, way
lower.
down.
Lower.
Lower,
Lower. Oh,
lower.
too low? No, lower.
Oh.
No, keep going. Keep going. Keep
No,
going.
lower.
Keep going. Keep going.
Here's-
Keep
okay,
going.
no,
Keep going.
past
It's
that.
past that.
Sorry,
That's the
but
main event.
this is really good content, by the way. Let me tell you.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
There
All
we go.
All right,
What?
so-
Derek B back.
Yo,
Derek B
There's
back?
my man.
lost power here.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
I saw the TV. I saw the lights in the background go out, but I thought that was just Alexa going out.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, I thought you just like turned it off for some reason. I was like, he'll be fine, and all of a sudden,
Oh, I saw that happen. I thought he was about to get jumped by Batman. Well, that's just because I read too many comics. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
I was worried about you, Derek. I thought maybe I was going to get to keep this.
You doing all right,
Yo.
man? You good over there?
Even if after I'm gone, you better make sure Sean get that joint.
Did you guys want to talk about this, or you just want to go to the?
Oh,
I think
every
it has its place.
weeaboo's got to make sure he's got two hands on the keyboard now. Oh boy.
Got mine on the bottle.
This is I really do like when they give a female interpretation of a character. I liked it when they did it with Tarn. I like this version of Megatron. I like this design of Megatron from the Armada. So I like that they kind of went this route. It's a little original, you know. It's still based on the Armada Megatron, but I like that they're doing the gender swap. You know, like hit it up. All right, let's see what it looks like if Megatron was a female-based Transformer.
Yeah, and this is gonna be in their other line, right? The one that has like the Power Convoy, Star Convoy,
Yeah.
Prime, and then
I believe so.
It's Ocular Max, so it's actually like it fits in with their masterpiece. It's a bigger sized piece, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you have the reformatted Tarn and you have this figure, she's bigger than him, you know?
Oh
It's
wow!
more, it's more masterpiece scale. I had a version, like an earlier version of it. It's really nice. It's really articulated. It feels quality. Has like nice die cast in it. And I think this is a pretty cool like retool, repaint. Like reuse of the mold. Like it looks good to me. Like it's.
I like it. It looks good.
Like Oscar said, I kind of like the gender swap. Like looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I thought this was pretty interesting too, because you have this that says question mark. See you next April 1st. So is this them trolling or what's going on here? Can anybody fill me in?
Is this Perceptor? Is this
That's
like
what I
IDW
thought.
Perceptor? Like
But then
their
look at that
version?
the center shot.
Yeah, the color.
That kind of
is-
looks
I
like
mean, let's go.
It's like
what's my
Silverbolt's
man
head.
named Silverbolt? Yeah, it looks like Silverbolt.
With an
Or
eye
even
patch?
like the jump starters, like Twin Twists. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Them, I don't know, but it's like the patch. Like it looks like one of them got like a patch over the eye or something. So I don't know what it's like,
Yeah.
supposed to be referencing.
wait. Why does it say "See you next April 1st"? That's April Fools. Is this
Right.
just a gag?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like
why
it's
I was
weird.
trying to figure it out.
What's
weird.
what's
It is
IF02? Is IF02 not the number? Oh, okay. So if this is IF01 was Megatron, what would IF02 be? Starscream?
I don't know, man. Be
The April
curious to
1st thing is
see.
weird, though. The April 1st thing is weird. Okay, you
Oh,
got
he got power
you got
quick.
us-
Look at that.
You got us MMC.
I
I'm
guess.
back, baby.
So can we highlight Dare 2727?
Yeah, I was just about to do it and ask you guys, what do you think about this? What do you
So
think
first
about
and
this?
foremost, that's my guy. Like I love that dude to life. But you are
Oh, how
so
do we? Can
wrong.
you? Can
I
you
disagree.
block people? Can you
I
block
disagree
people
as
from the
well.
chat?
MMC is great.
Man, that's one of the best MP companies out. Is one of the best chug companies, and I don't even collect their reformatted stuff, with the exception of the beautiful gift I got from the right out the box guys. I love that Optus Peximus. Like it's
dude,
crazy.
that's fucking amazing figure.
It's
yeah.
nuts. But their Combaticons were really good. Their Springer is phenomenal. Their RC was good. Their Cliff Jumper was great for its time. Their Protector bots are shaping up pretty good. Now the last one being lackluster as far as the paint was a little bit of a letdown, but overall that figure is really darn good.
But Streetwise is plain in the cartoon.
He is.
He has no
He
color,
is.
right? He's blocky. He's a car, right? So
Yeah.
But they could
I
have put
give
a
it up to
sheen
that.
on that. They could have put a sheen on that because they did it with their Red Alert.
Yeah.
He has a sheen on him. Like they could have done something there.
But he's. I guess. I mean, I would argue that he's more gray, right, than Hot Rod's.
Well, he's
more
definitely
white,
gray.
right? So. Yeah,
he's definitely
I
gray.
don't know. I would argue it's hard to put a sheen on a gray, but I suppose you could have put like a pearlescent sheen.
I mean,
on
it
it,
could have
you
looked
said,
like
just to give it a pop, right? or
Yeah,
whatever,
just a little bit of a pop, just something
Yeah.
like that.
but still, like to me, like MMC's engineering, like their transformation engineering is just off the chart, right?
Yeah,
and,
it's
and-
simple
and their-
but yet satisfying. It's not
That's it,
overly
right?
complex.
and
It's
their plastic quality is decent, right? So man, I don't know. That's a pretty big statement saying MMC is overrated.
Yeah. He followed it up. He's like, they're a chug company. None of their products scale. Their tapes are too big and the combiners are too small and not well made. So that's the thing is like, so they got the two different product lines. The reformatted is the more chug scaled stuff, and the Ocular Max is like their masterpiece, like scale stuff. Now I've had a couple of the Ocular Max pieces. I always thought they were well made. I have a ton of the reformatted stuff. Every figure I've gotten from them, always thought it was like well made, solid, transformation's nice. The only one that I thought was iffy from one of their releases was the Star Convoy, which is, I think it's branded under Ocular Max, but I don't feel like that
it's in their
piece is
Perfection
up to their
series here.
I feel it's not up to their usual standard of quality. Not that it's bad, but not their usual standard of quality that I'm used to them. But that's the only piece from MMC that I was like, kind of, and I still like it. I just was like, I thought this was Ocular Max. It should be higher quality. But everything else, I feel like, has been
their Mirage was the Mirage to have for years.
That was the
Never
landmark
disappointed.
right there.
That Star Convoy is probably
Mirage.
my only buyer's remorse I ever had from MMC. Besides Syndicus, after he like crumpled away after like a few years of not touching him and is just fell apart. But
And I still like the Springer better than the fans toys.
yep.
Yeah, it's a better action figure. I think the presence of the fans toys looks better, but overall, it's a better action figure. And that car mode does suck, though.
I always heard that one was a great, like, there was something about the look that kind of, like, I don't know, like, it was like, I don't know if I want to go in on this, but that's, I've heard that from everybody that's messed with it, handled it. They're like, yo, it's great. It's a great piece.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And I will give him credit that he's right. Their combiners are undersized because they went with the all-in-one
the
gimmick.
all-in-one. Yeah.
That is true, but they're all their masterpiece figures scale perfectly in bot mode with everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what line you collect, fans toys, X-Trans bots, whatever. They scale perfect with all of that stuff. Like they're probably one of the most best mix and match companies that's out there. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
And
Plus,
remember,
when they reveal something, they actually release it. They don't.
yeah.
Sit and wait.
Right.
And it doesn't take for
Right.
like that long either. Like, I feel like they're pretty
Yeah.
snappy with the releases. Like, they show something, they're pretty, I wish they were gonna do more
X-Trans
reformat. I heard they're
PFC.
not. But they had a pretty regular release schedule, like, also in my opinion, and again, the scale thing with the combiners, I got to see Anthony's Bruticus when I was in Arizona, and I was impressed with the size of it. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty decent size. It's not like the Toy World scale or whatever, but that's, like, to me, I felt like it. If you take out like that mass shifting in your mind and these robots just sort of regular size combined into like a combiner like that, that would be their size. They wouldn't be these fucking huge like super towering things, like the way we see them like represented in the comic books and stuff. Like they freaking triple like their normal robot sizes when they freaking combine and stuff like that, which I think is cool.
Sure.
But you could see it the other way as well. Like if that mass shifting didn't happen, and then I feel like that scale actually kind of works on that level.
Yeah, Scott Marble makes a good point. Their transformations are consistently fun, but not cumbersome.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah, it does
Agreed.
not
I
make
think-
me want to pound two fists on the table when I'm trying to get it in car mode. You know what I'm talking about?
I have to say, over the years of buying MMC,
Well
two
played.
figures that really stood out to me, just on their scale. Right, I love their IDW Megatron. Their Optimus Pexus is a given, obviously, and the second one has to be their Deathsaurus. I really like their Deathsaurus.
I've
That's
heard
probably
great things about that figure.
I have never been happier with a purchase. I bought the IDW version, not the G1 toy, but Backdraft was a good one too. Brink has a good point there too. That Backdraft.
Yeah, I forgot about those. Their
Trail Breaker wasn't bad
was
either.
good. That hoist was terrible though.
Yeah,
because once you
yeah.
transformed it, it was no getting that back in the truck mode. That backpack was atrocious. Wasn't good, man. But you got to give them credit for also being consistent. Like they stay away from stuff that seems like a hot button, and they just stick with what they do. And it's not true G1, right? Like as far as like old school G1 look, like it has a Studio Ox design to it. So, I mean, man, give them their credit.
Yeah.
They do what they do.
And I appreciate that too, man, because I don't have my toe in the Masterpiece game anymore, but I don't like that I do, it's like I do and I don't. Like I liked the old Masterpiece where these figures had more detail. Like now that they're all smooth and you don't get any of the details,
you like
like
some
that's
sauce.
why I like the Chug. Because it's like, to me, they look like modern. The characters are recognizable, but they're modern, like present day forms. Like I'm tired of that '84 look, and that look, it does represent the cartoon, but I just feel like they were putting more into them before. Like I feel like you're almost getting less by them being too smooth, less detail. Like even though it does look more too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And he mentioned their tapes. Their tapes do scale well with the figures when they're in bot mode. Now, obviously, they're 1-to-1 in their alt mode because that was their gimmick. Like that is a part of their allure for some people. I think their birds are too huge. I do believe in that. They're like super huge. But their figures, like the Ravage, the Steel Jaw, the Eject, the Rewind, the Rumble, and Frenzy, phenomenal size, perfect size, and they look great next to their cohorts. So
I think they went that route too because they wanted, like, when you get the alt mode, the cassette. Like when I got that Ravage, that was their first cassette, right? Like that shit was fucking cool, getting it in the cassette holder and all that. Like, you know, like. So I think, they are a little bit too big, maybe, like, compared to like the other, like, Masterpiece scale figures. But I think just because of that gimmick alone, it was probably worth it,
Yeah, but when you put them on a size chart, they're there,
They're
right?
pretty
Like
good?
when you can,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they're
Nice.
like perfect almost. I mean, they might be just a tad, but like if anything, it's not noticeable to me, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if
speaking of,
anything, we could always commission Brian Brink to make a graph on scale size for MC figures, and he'll take care of that. Make sure he puts Hot Rod in there.
Hey, don't get him started, man. But moving right along, let's check out their
Yeah, look
No.
at this. And we were just
It's
talking
pretty
about
cool.
the
Yeah,
Springer,
no.
like the Springer mold. This is like just a little retool of their
There,
Springer.
this is what we want.
No.
There we go. Let's get into the
Okay.
big stuff, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
their Blades
yes,
is on
yes.
the way.
Yeah.
This is coming out next year. I think this one's coming out second quarter or maybe first quarter. But this looks good, man. This looks good to me. I really dug it. What did you guys think about these when you first saw them?
100 times better than Generation Toys Blades. Looks less fragile too.
Yeah. Heard y'all had blade issues.
Were those bad? Oh man.
I think this needs more. I think this needs more to it. They need to add something to make it pop better.
Maybe stickers with crosses.
Maybe you know what?
Right.
Windows,
Maybe
cross
missing
stickers.
the windows, and you know what? This
I don't
might
know,
not be
because-
the final product either, right? Like there might be something missing. But like if they had painted those side windows the same way that they did with First Aid,
Vortex.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
right, it probably looked better.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's missing
Yeah.
something that is gonna make it look like, make it really pop. Its presence. Maybe because I'm looking at a render right here.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
We got an alpha.
Hell no.
I
Please
still got
don't do
that one too.
you know.
Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah,
Minor
but no,
Wars,
it's something about the coloring on this, and actually, I don't know if this is the actual product or just the render, but it may be because
Looks
it's
like
just
the
a
render.
render and it's not showing you the actual what it's gonna actually look like. But I hope
Yeah.
it pops better, just like the first aid pop. And to your point earlier about Streetwise, it's a plain car, but yeah,
Well, you can
I
see the
hope this is better.
the hands in there at the bottom because it's the all-in-one gimmick. But
Yeah.
I do think they nailed the look. The colors are, I mean, this is how as boring as it was in a cartoon. And I guess they try to give you a little breakup with the gray blades. I like it. I don't think it's anything to write home to mama about, but I do want to see how this is going to scale in comparison next to the Vortex from their Bruticus
Yeah.
by it being a helicopter. All right, man. I guess we could move to the next one. If
Ooh, that back.
Yeah, I
that
agree,
back.
Scott.
Like that? You didn't
MMC
like that?
Streetwise killed X-Trans, but yeah, absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. See,
I mean,
Okay,
sacrifices have to be
look,
made
I'm
when
gonna-
it's all
I'm
built
gonna-
in.
I'm gonna lose my shit here, right? Who fucking displays their figure this way? Nobody displays their figure this way. What are we talking about the back for?
right.
Yeah.
But here's
that's
but
true.
to be fair, I like to pose my figures in dynamic posing, and it's gonna be kind of hard to do that with all this in the back. Look at the rudder, like how that's hanging down for the. I don't know how I'm gonna get the waist to swivel on this thing.
Yeah, and I don't think you're gonna be able to move the legs back very far either because they're gonna run into the blades, right?
Man, that's
So-
a lot going on here, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
that's
if
what
you
happens when you
fold
give
it
it all
back.
the kibble. We'll
Yeah,
see.
Eric, if you
I'll
have to
figure it
fold
out.
it
I'll make
back,
it work.
But look at
That's
the
probably
look
where
at
you
the
have the
engine.
problem because it doesn't
Look at
look
the
like it's
engines.
going to have a forward arch. It doesn't look like it's going to have a problem with the forward arch, but with
No.
with that back rotor being the way it
Yeah.
is, it's
Yeah.
if you got to do something where it involves you pulling it back, that's going to be in the way.
Just look at that jet engine sticking out the back of that helicopter mode though. That looks sick.
Yeah, I dig that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
That's cool.
I was being
That's cool.
sarcastic because we're talking about the back.
That leads to the bathroom in the helicopter.
No, but like, see that, but that type of detail on an alt
Yeah,
mode
yeah,
is
yeah.
perfect. It's
agreed.
all you need. It's subtle
Yeah.
enough, but it gets the job done. It's just
Yeah.
that little added extra detail. It's pretty
Yeah, because
cool, I think.
they could have very easily just painted that red as well, right? And then you wouldn't even notice it, right? But it's just right those little details like that. Yeah.
Just a little bit, man.
There it is in combiner mode with the hands
It's the money
somewhere
shot, man.
inside the leg.
And you see how they showed you how you can do this. Oh no, they're showing you both on the left, but look at that, man. That's clean. That's clean.
It's very Combiner Wars. It's
And
like
and there's articulation in here, right? Like there's an elbow articulation in here.
they're
right,
borrowing
yeah.
to Combiner Wars technology there with the hips and the legs being the elbow joint, you know.
There's groove.
There's groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another one that like X-Trans bots wasn't bad in the bot
Yeah.
mode, but the transformation was a nightmare too.
Yeah.
Wasn't as bad as their Streetwise. That one I wanted to throw against the wall and hopefully it broke. But this one here, man, it was kind of bad too.
Yeah. But look at all the.
I don't know how
it-
mode.
I don't know how you can make a motorcycle like this look good in a robot mode. I've never been
Yeah,
happy
it's
with
tough.
Groove. So
Yeah.
it's, I mean, them
So
feet-
the
Motorcycles
motorcycle
in
guys
general
are, they're always difficult,
Transformers.
right?
Yeah,
Because-
it's always
yeah,
going to have a
because-
problem.
The alt mode too is not going to scale with a car, right? Like if you put this next to Streetwise and First Aid in alt mode, right? That's a giant motorcycle, right? It's never
Dang,
going to
so-
scale, right? So
Hey, Derek got a bunch of hot takes tonight. Yikes! That boy, and listen, I kind of agree with him. I kind of agree. I think Bad Q was the worst. X-Trans bots is like the second worst.
do you like any
Yeah.
Transformers company? What's going on here?
they've come a long way. I would have said that
They
back in the
have.
day, like, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like they're probably like the last few years, you know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting which one. I think
Yeah.
since their StunnerCons, when they started putting out those StunnerCons, I feel like all their shit after that has been pretty on point.
It's still been kind of hit and miss quality wise though.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
Springer
yeah.
had issues, the Ultra Magnus had issues, the Cup had issues. They had to
We all
do a
have
V2 of
issues.
that. Nah, dude. Like anytime you gotta
I was not
recall a
falling for it.
figure before it hits the states, that's a
Mhm.
Yeah,
bad
that's
issue,
fucked up.
man.
Yeah, but you got to give it to them that at least they actually communicate with their
Yes,
fans as
I give
opposed
them
to
credit for
some
that.
other company that we'll be talking about soon that refuses
Listen,
to talk to
Keith
us in any way,
clearly
shape, or form.
cares.
Yes,
Keith clearly
exactly.
cares.
Oh
He
no,
cares
I'm not
about-
saying he don't, but you know, he gets this, you know, excitement that is premature. You know, he releases these images and tells you about, you know, this is coming, this is coming. It's been a year. It's been 2 years.
Oh man, that's the
with my
old
shit.
game right
Like,
there, bro.
well,
That's
yeah.
the old game.
Runabout,
Play it, hit the game, baby.
Runabout and Runamuck. He announced Runabout and Runamuck. When was that? Like that was that not 2 years ago? Runabout and
Yep.
I'm praying those
Sure
drop in
was.
October, bro.
We slow rolling.
Yeah.
Runamuck. Anyway,
If I remember correctly, it was TFCON Baltimore. When they,
I mean, if we really want to give him crap, let's give him crap for he announced Galvatron 6 years ago.
oh my god, yo,
And we just now seeing a pre-order for it last year.
Mhm.
Oh man. But hey, so listen, combine mode for that groove is about the
Mhm.
best you're gonna get, and I think they did it in a very clean fashion.
yep.
Yeah,
As
it looks
clean
clean
as you can
enough.
get.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
clean enough.
Yep. It's still a giant motorcycle, but you know,
Yep.
I'll
I don't
never.
know about the legs with the I don't know. Again, it's
Well, you
all
know, like
one,
the-
so you gotta like make it work. But it's I think it's gonna look a little weird when you try to pose them. I don't know. It might look a little off. I don't know. It looks like the upper legs because of the design, like
Nah.
almost look too thick to me. Like
There wasn't that early.
I don't know. So
No,
they just sort of
he's
look like
actually right.
sticks.
They showed that he did have the head as a render on the side of that box or in the instruction book for Apollyon. So that
For
was over 10
Apollyon?
years ago now. Dang near 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. I gotta go look at the box. I
Almost
never
10
really
year
paid
ago.
attention to
Look
that.
at the instruction
got
book
my
that's in the
Apollyon.
back of it.
Y'all remember that when
Yeah.
Apollyon dropped? Everyone was trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
cop him. They got him, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Yep.
I still got my
That up.
Apollyon. That's probably one I'll never let go. Apollyon, yeah, that was my first Megatron.
So is anybody in on these for whatever mode?
Yeah, man, I'm all in on the MMC combiners, and again, like I'm a guy that appreciates the engineering a lot when it comes to Transformers. So, the first time I put my hands on the Combaticons, and like I saw the all built in, and I had no idea what that meant, right? But the minute that I opened the instructions and went, what?
Yeah.
I was locked in. Like
It was an
and the
experience.
fact that the fact that it transformed to alt mode and the alt mode looked good and you transformed the robot and the articulation was there and then you transformed it into its combiner mode and there was also articulation and everything was tucked up inside and nothing interfered with it. I just sorry man. Like I mean I know it doesn't scale well. Like it doesn't have the shelf presence as like the Fans Toys combiners are gonna look ridiculously huge, right? Which you know, which is what we remember from the cartoons, right? But the engineering on these things just blows my mind, and the,
Yeah,
and the quality
it's
of the
amazing.
transformation, right? I can't get over it. So I'm in. I'm all in on these guys.
Rusty
Nice.
transforms, bro. Rusty transforms.
He transforms.
I still haven't transformed parkour though. It's still sitting over there.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
Oh, for real?
That's
I
Rusty.
haven't. It's still
Oh
sitting
my
over there, man. I
God.
haven't touched it. I haven't had
I've
time.
transformed
I'm
two
scared,
of those
man.
things now at this
I'm
point, man.
scared.
I
I'm
wanted to get the
telling you.
second one. I was talking about getting the second one so I can transform it because I didn't want to do the first one. I just
I'm
wanted to
scared,
put it up on
yeah.
the shelf.
Dude, I bought a second one that following week. I was like, I gotta have to. These are
I was
nuts.
actually, you know what? I was trying to win one, and I was trying not to spend the whole price for it. That's what it was.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got
Yeah.
you. So I am definitely in on these only for the bot mode. Unfortunately, X Transbots will be my combined mode, unless Fans Toys decides to tip their hat to these, and then I'll just use X Transbots as combined mode. But
I mean,
Right.
Luckily you are only 41, so you have the time on your side when it comes
You
to
got
fans
time on
toys
your
getting
side,
the combiners down.
Listen, if they
You know.
can figure these other two out and it's successful, I think we are off to the races, guys.
Derek and I are going to be in the ground.
Nah, man. So over the past 3 years, Fans Toys has released what seems to be almost 15 figures. That's a lot. That is a lot.
But some of them are re-releases, right? So let's not count those.
No, I'm counting off the original, the OG.
Yeah?
So we got 4 of the Stunticons over the past. We got 3 of the Stunticons over the past 3 years. We got 2 of the aerial bots because 2 of those came out during COVID. We got Sea Spray 2.0, Perceptor, Blaster, Soundwave. You got Warpath, Beachcomber, Braun. You got Aussie. I mean, I think. So I mean, you got a lot. So if they can do these and they come out within this stretch of a year and a half ish, I think we're gonna be in good shape.
Yeah.
Next 5 years, you'll probably get this next one.
No, we know which side of the fence Dare sits on because.
Man, I can't even give that X-Transbot Streetwise away.
No, transform it, put it in car mode, and leave it alone.
Oh yeah, but because it's such a nightmare to transform, right? Like it's a giant pain in the ass.
I put it back in the box. I was like,
yeah, it took me a year and a half to transform it. It's been out for a year and a half. I just transformed it maybe 2 months ago, and finally got it right. I tried the first time, tried again. And it was so frustrating. I had to leave it alone. It sat on my shelf. So when MMC Streetwise came out, I was like, all right, I'll give it another 3 weeks, then I'll try to figure it out. And I did. Finally.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Anyway, do we want to talk about? I know you guys are all.
Drum roll it.
Do we want to do this?
Main event.
Boom.
I think you gotta talk about these, man.
You
gotta talk about these. So all in one effect, they're coming, all in one, and I think that's probably gonna be a huge miss for these. I mean, you got 6 of them, so you can get it done without having the parts for them. But these, if you do it right, should be bigger than the other 2 because you got 6 box. But I don't like the feet on this thing, man.
No,
what feet? It doesn't have any.
He ain't got no toes.
Right. Cartoon accurate.
Whatsoever.
He got gangrene, man. They done cut off his toes.
Right.
He's got more toes in the back than he does in the front.
Got that diabetes.
The heel spurs.
The heel spurs friggin' are his toes. I like the way that kind of.
He has a toe in combiner mode, but he doesn't have a toe.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at that shit. That's funny. I do kind of like the preview though. Like he looks diesel. It looks like he's working out, upper body all day in the gym. See that?
See, you know what? And it's funny. They joked about that at TFCON during the panel, right? People were joking that he skipped leg day to do arm day for 3 weeks in a row, right, or something. Because he does look pretty chunky. He's looking pretty chunky up top there, right? So
Diesel.
Yeah, that upper torso was giving me like the Combiner Wars Titan class vibes.
Yeah.
Where the treads plugged in, and then just the upper part of the construction equipment moved, where the forearms attached to. I really hope that's not the case here.
Oh, and they saying it'll scale, unfortunately. So I will buy these for bot modes, and I need one for alt mode. So I think X-Transbots will get my money there.
I'm just gonna switch gears real quick here, and you guys keep talking. But I just looked up Mixmaster's cartoon rendering there. He doesn't have any toes there either. So I'm just gonna bring it up so you guys can see it. It's weird looking, but keep talking. And
I guess that's why Dare said it's tune accurate.
It's toe accuracy.
It's
He said tune lovers want tune until they give you toe accuracy. That's fucking
man. I'm in on them. MMC hasn't done me wrong. really. You know what I mean? Overall, so I'll get him. I'll get him.
Ash made a good point. He looks like he looks like he's in Fist of the North Star with that body build.
Right?
Yep.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. So anybody else plan on at least checking one of these out, or are you
No.
guys passing on these, or you guys
I'll pass.
debied out?
Yeah,
I'll be
all
happy
in
to
on
see
the
the
Devils
shit
playing
show,
on
though.
defense, or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude Jose gonna be sitting back eating the popcorn, watching
Yeah,
people go
yeah.
nuts.
Watching everybody tear each other apart over these.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, I gotta switch this around like
No worries.
Nice,
like
nice, nice.
this.
He's Saint
So,
Seiya
look.
Super Combiner.
Where's his toes?
Oh, let me bring that up.
Why?
This is diabetes.
Look at that. That is fucking tune accurate.
Yikes!
Right?
Ocular Max has the most tune accurate right there.
Same thing with
That's
the toy. Like
crazy.
the toy didn't have. The toy didn't. There's the cartoon there, or the.
Look at
I mean, technically,
Comic
there he
book.
does have.
no.
He does have
no,
feet.
no, 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 no. That's what it is. Okay, so he's wearing fish shoes. That's what it is. like my man on I'm
Waiters.
gonna get you sucker.
Yeah, the pimp. Yeah.
He's got the pimp shit. Nah, Mixed Master's a pimp. That's all. That's all
these
that
those
is.
new-
That's why.
those
That's
new,
why it's so high.
Astro Boy boots that
Really?
people been wearing. Yeah, I mean, I like it, man. I like it. I get it. I mean, yeah, these may not be my mo.
I thought you guys said you were devastated out, and here you are talking about everybody's talking about buying.
Well, I need 3 total. So I have the Toy World, and then I need something for bot and something for off.
You didn't.
So
You
I'll
didn't just
end up
buy
picking-
three Toy World like I did, like a maniac.
Nope. They were
Yeah,
too
see-
stylized for me.
See, but that's cool. Like Eric, like kind of like almost playing the long game. Like when these different companies come out with just
Yeah.
another version of a character you have, that gives you an opportunity, like to just check something else out, like to mess with a new toy, basically,
Yeah.
instead of the same
agreed.
thing. So that's cool. That's cool.
1000%.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Eric?
I think we can move on. Let's
Yeah.
get to the main event, the thing that everybody and their mama
Alright.
and their auntie too was talking about over the weekend.
Somewhere up here.
Yeah, fans hobby.
There it goes.
Fans hobby.
Shut
that's
up.
I
right.
mean, fans toys.
Yeah, so they made some
Everybody ready?
groundbreaking announcements, right? Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Let's get into it.
Another drum roll. We do another drum roll. Oh,
Ba-dum.
that's not it.
These look
No, you
great
can go
together.
there. You can
We
go
can go
there.
there. We'll
So
go here
they-
first.
Yeah,
They
I
look
think they
great
do
together.
look good together. I think some
Yeah,
people have
Slingshot is
already knocked
beautiful.
Slingshot and saying that one doesn't look as good, but you can see where the arm joint is going to be in that one. Look at his knees. So Slingshot is an arm,
Yeah,
and that is where the arm joint is going to be, right there at them knees. Just
They're
looking
both
at that
arms.
joint. Well, Slingshot is, and that one on the end is
Air
right.
raid also.
Air raid. So the
Drop
ones
it.
that's
So,
flanking Silverbolt, right? Those two are arms, but you can
This
you
is-
can't tell where the arm joint is going to be in that one yet.
Yeah.
Combiner Wars confused
Where the-
me because they let
the
you just
bend-
scramble city that shit. So.
Yeah.
so
got
Skydive
that
and
true.
Air Raid wasn't feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric's right. It's the two guys to the left and right of Silverbolt that are coming out next. And
Yeah,
they're both
those
the
are going to be arms
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you got both of the feet
Firefly
now.
and Slingshot or the arms. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. But I think
Yeah.
the biggest takeaway from this was actually not only seeing them in full color, which is great. But I like the stand. I like how they incorporated the combine mode for these, man.
Yeah.
Like the using that as a stand and not just like some dumb base was, I thought, pretty clever.
Yeah. And by the way, these alt modes, I'm a big jet fighter guy, like from when I was a kid, and that like these alt modes are just
Like
like
money, man.
oh my god, just blowing me away. Like,
Oh, wait a
that's,
minute.
that's a Harrier. You want me to go back? You saw something?
Go back one.
What'd you see?
Look at that dang on backpack. Yikes!
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
So the backpack
always,
is like that
always.
for the Aerobots anyway, for all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but whoa,
Yeah.
that don't look sexy at all.
The Zeta ones are the same, right? Like they've got a
They
pretty
are.
ridiculous
Yep.
backpack too,
That's-
right?
You're
It's-
gonna get them regardless. It's just
accurate.
indicative
It's
of the
accurate.
figures.
Yeah. Again,
I guess Derek wants to pose them in some weird friggin' way. Anyway, yeah, this looks like a Harrier. This looks
that'd
like
be
a
Harrier.
Harrier, right?
And look how that cockpit opens. It's just like it does in
Yeah.
real life. It
In
slides.
real life. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And I like that the
Look at that.
fan soy stuff looks like it still has some detail to it, like with,
Mm-hmm.
the panel lining on
Panel
the figure
lines.
and stuff like that.
Right.
Details in there.
The fans in the air intakes in the front, right? I mean,
Yeah. Oh, that looks cool.
yeah.
Man, Dare, you
It's
know good and
just-
dang on well that ain't happening. They could barely figure out how to combine them. They not gonna give you a chest assessor. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
like Fireflight on the right, his backpack doesn't look nearly as atrocious as
Yeah,
Slingshot on the
exactly.
left. Yeah, it's too bad. Like they could have tidied these wings up a bit, but then is it cartoon accurate, right? Because I mean, Fanswiz has always been known for that, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and I'm sure Ace
There again.
tear this up, but he'll give Prime's backpack a pass. But that's gonna be a whole different story. I'll deal with that in 2 years.
Don't you
when
talk
I got
about
to.
my Prime like that?
I'll deal with that on figure banging when it's time to.
I like this shot
Well,
right
there's
here.
the-
where you
Looks
see
good.
it. Oh, I dig
Yeah,
it.
there's the legs.
And that's the Ox helmet, right? That's the Ox face
The Ox? What do you mean?
Studio Ox. That's not G1.
Well, the
Oh,
G1
no,
that's
had
not G1,
the
no,
mask,
no,
and
no,
the
no.
cartoon
It has the
Oh,
mask.
yes,
the
that's right. Yeah,
little mask
G1 had
over his-
the mask. Yeah.
I
Oh,
do
sorry,
prefer
I-
that one with the mouth.
I jumped.
Like
So
that
they
one
did
better.
give us Bandit. They did give us Dead End.
Finally.
This looks like product shots to me, right?
It
like
looks
doesn't
close,
Look like a render,
like it's
so-
ready.
No, yeah, it
right?
looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So everybody.
But I have to say, man, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rusty.
I was gonna say, like, everybody's assuming, right, just based on this picture now, that if this is the box, then it looks like they finally decided to listen to us and just give us the figure without the chassis, so that we can at least have the set, right? And it looks like the chassis is probably coming later, which I think we're all okay with, right?
I think this is gonna still be shipped together, brother.
You think so?
I do. I
think
do.
so, too. It's gonna be Bandit and a
this is it.
favela.
Crazy.
Because you know that base mode, that's a favela, man. I don't
Yeah.
care what you call it. You know, it's literally a favela. It's a bunch of houses sitting on top of a house. It's on top of a house. Yeah, that's all it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And I know we ain't got to it yet. We'll see what-
But I mean, something. So I will say, and not to echo our good friend Bobby Skullface and Sam from Shop Talk, but this one does look like to be the weakest one out the bunch. I know people have been waiting forever, for a long time, for this one to drop. But as far as sheer presence and design,
Yeah.
the other ones I think look a lot better.
But I always felt that way about Dead End anyway. When you looked at the five of them together in comics and cartoon, I always felt like he was the one that didn't seem to fit in for some reason. Like, it just had that feeling. Like, I don't know if it's his face, because I think he's the only one with a faceplate, right?
But the X
yes.
Transbots looked amazing though
Yeah.
when it dropped. I mean, that was a great looking. Like, I wanted 2 of those because that figure just looked so good.
yeah.
It was a really good looking figure. Even the transformation was dope. I hope it has lights like this one because the X Transbots
That looks
does.
good. Yeah. That
Yeah,
looks good.
the all mode is money, but like this is
Yeah.
that bot mode. I don't know.
There's a couple people that have already complained about the fact that there's this split in the door in all mode.
So fucking
and
what?
Until
Toy.
until they mentioned it, I was like, "What's split in the door?" I didn't even see.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
shit
You know what
doesn't
I mean?
even bother me. Like, I think you gotta expect panels and stuff like that, like on a Transformers figure. It's never gonna be
And
completely
dude,
smooth.
I
it's
would've
a
looked him straight in
freaking
the face.
arm.
But this
I
is
would have
it.
looked him
That-
straight in the
that's
face
what I
and
said.
been
I was
like, "Are you gonna open the door?" Shut
But you're right. It's
an arm.
it's the arm. So what are you gonna do? Like, do you want your combiner mode or not? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
It
you
has
gotta
to
give up
split.
something. It's got to split, right? So
It's the split.
anyway. It looks good though. Like, you're right. This alt mode looks so good, and this shot here is just actually I like this one.
Yeah.
This shot is just
Yeah, that's killer.
like
And
yeah,
real
They
talk,
like they about
Dead
to
End was
come
actually
mess
the
up
smartest
some
one.
stuff.
the
He was.
smartest in the Synagogue group.
And he was also the one who was out for them. Like he was like, nah, we don't need to help nobody else.
Mhm.
Why are we
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this?
Yeah.
It's
Right.
us.
Yeah.
It's all us.
Mhm.
Right.
And again, like the
I mean,
aerial
right
bots,
there it
they all
does look
great
good.
together.
Yeah, yeah. Together it does look good. I don't know. I just, like the other ones just have like more of a menacing presence, man.
Yeah.
I just think this one is
But
in the way that
that's-
the
That's
Go ahead.
sorry, buddy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's his faceplate, right? He has visors and a faceplate. The rest of them, well, Smokey's got a visor too, right? But he's got that other faceplate where he's kind of smirking, which I thought
And you
was
could
cool,
see,
by the way, right?
yeah.
Right? So
That might be it.
you get menacing expressions out of all of them except
Except
Dead
for
End.
him.
He's just dead. You know?
Yeah.
Get it? Dead. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll be here all week. It's fine.
yeah,
does
I
make
mean,
a
you might be
difference
right.
though. I think
Yeah,
it
you
makes a
might be right.
difference. Yeah, he doesn't get to have a look or a snarl or anything. The rest
Yeah.
of them like do, you know?
Yeah.
They look like they can mean mug you.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Minosaur is still one of the. I mean, that Motormaster is still one of the best, man. And here we
Yeah,
go.
I can't get over Motormaster every time I look at it. But yeah, this is it, right? This is right, and they're showing two different versions, right?
So Studio
Um,
Aux and the
yeah.
and the G1.
And then the G1, right? Now,
Yeah.
is this so? I keep struggling with this. Does this look like product shots to you guys, or is this still a render?
I think
It
that's
looks
a
like
render.
product shots.
That's what I thought too.
I think the cars on the shoulders are the product, but I think the body itself, I don't know. Unless
Can you
that's just a
zoom in,
great
Rusty?
prototype. But
I have no idea. I'm in IT. I should be able to figure.
I can
Yeah.
do it.
I feel like the gray is the prototype, but what you're seeing on the arms, like with the car parts, that's good.
No, I think these
know.
are protos. It's gray
Oh, wow.
resin.
It's not actually letting me.
Oh no,
it
it's
keeps-
definitely prototypes, but you know, he's talking about if it's rendered versus the actual.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
mean like it's. I don't think it's a render. I think this is great. This is a gray resin.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a prototype.
It is.
Yeah.
This
Like
is
an
a
actual
prototype.
physical piece.
Like
Alright.
it's like it's a prototype.
If it is, then great, because then
Yeah.
maybe, coming soon.
Yeah.
Like
No.
look at even looking at the arms. Go ahead and zoom in. I'll zoom in. Sorry, I can zoom in myself. But just like looking at the arms, how that clasp over, and all that.
Yeah.
That all looks like plastic. So
Yeah.
this looks like it might be real.
The actual thing.
All right, nice.
Yeah,
So
the actual
and,
thing.
and how do you guys feel about Road King just pinning onto the back there?
We knew that was gonna happen
Yeah.
because there was no other way.
Yeah, because
to
how do
make
you
it
get
happen.
how do you get this torso to look like that if you're using Bonemaster, right? So
Yep,
yeah,
they
it
all
had to be
do
that
it.
way. Yeah.
They all
Yeah,
do it.
It is what it is.
Extra
I don't
bucks
mind stuff
in.
like that when the final product looks excellent, looks like a great package, you know. So I'm for the parts forming to make these robots look the best that they possibly can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Looks slick.
and it's interesting too, right? That so Smokey's arm looks like it's a wraparound to the middle of his knee, right, or whatever that is there, right? Whereas Dead End, it looks like you split him in two.
Yeah, but I think both of them, like it. I don't think the car's gonna split in half and separate at all. I think these are gray covers. They cover up that joint
That
because we
joint.
know how
Okay.
Smokey kind of does it. So
Yeah.
now I think it's gonna bend with the figure.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how that plays out, though.
Yeah.
that's interesting.
This thing is absolutely massive. If this is actually in scale, right? Like if this the cars are down here in the legs, then this thing is massive.
And I'm hearing they're supposed to be bigger than the Toy World by like 2 inches
Oh my
or
goodness.
half an inch or something like
Jesus
that. Like,
Christ.
yeah, it's
Everybody's
gonna
looking
tower
at all
over.
this Zeta Toy World stuff now,
Yeah.
and go.
See, I would I would
Active
have been
shit.
looking at these pictures. It's even bigger than that, but I don't know. And then there's this, right? There's all the chatter on the internet.
Here
about
we
this,
go.
Like, people
Nah,
are-
that's a render.
the double trailer.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, right? And which is the other problem with this, right? Is that how come this is a prototype shot? Is this a prototype shot that doesn't transform? right?
Could
and
be.
then this is their render of this is what it's gonna look like when we figure this out, right? So this is the problem I have with this is that these are still renders, and we don't have actual prototype or product shots. So what are they showing us here? Are they showing us anything?
They're showing you that the third trailer is how they're gonna pull it off in alt mode. So you'll have every mode covered there. That's all they're showing you. Just like this is what we want to do with this thing, because clearly they haven't figured it out enough to have it transform.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Brink. I love that double trailer look.
I love it too. And there are people like and there seems to be like it's a little 50-50 love or hate on this thing, right? It's like people are either all in on this or they're like, I'm out. Like I'm ready to sell all my Fansway Stuntigons, or I'm only gonna get
as soon as this went up, people were putting their Stunticons up for like game raffles and this, that, and the other. People couldn't get rid of these 3 months ago.
I know. Yeah, and now and that's fine.
And everybody's trying to buy them back.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and there's the base mode.
There's
I mean, I don't even care about this because I'm never going to display this. Right? Like this is never getting displayed like this, right? In fact, if anything, right, if people are going to buy this, they're only going to display it in this mode, right? Why would anybody buy it for anything other than this?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You know what's nuts though, man, is like I get it, like being a fan and always trying to have a throwback to like the G1 toy and the cartoon is cool, but sometimes you just need to say no. Like they said with drugs, say no to drugs. Like just say no, because this makes like I know this was a gimmick in the toy. I get it. It was the base mode. You could shoot the car off at the end, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
This is not needed for anybody, and if it delays the process for whatever reason because you can't figure it out, please get rid of it and just give me what we need.
And this is the thing that's been bothering me with Fans Toys for the last few releases, right? Is that they seem to be trying to split the middle between giving us something that's toy accurate yet also has some elements. Something that's cartoon accurate and elements from the toy as well.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get this weird thing that's almost the thing that you wanted, and then there's this other crap that I didn't really want, and I wish they would third-party companies would just make a decision, and even an alternate mold right later. If you want to do the toy or cartoon accurate, then do that, and if you want to do the toy accurate, give us another one, right? But don't try to like split the middle on us, like and appease everybody in the market.
But to be fair, that is a lot of people's complaint when companies do that. So with Transformers, you have the unique ability to package it all in one because you can have pieces go on and off. But like when people come out with, for instance, these Super 7 Silverhawks, people were not happy that they were like a dullish silver finish where people wanted the metallic look. And so they're going to come out with the metallic, and then people, if they would have came out with those first, people who wanted the opposite would have complained. Like, you know what I mean? It's no winning in those senses, but I think you have a better chance to kind of please both sides if you do something like this. Yeah. And Transformers has the unique ability to kind of do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Look
right.
at that,
I forgot about this picture. That's how big this thing is going to be.
It's going to be nuts.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Huge. Yeah, that looks huge.
That's it. So
I got to do it at least once.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not buying it for this, Rusty. I'm not. I already have DX9.
Looks crazy.
I'm gonna combine it at least once.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, DX9. Oh, you talking about DX9 Minosaur?
Yeah, I have DX9's Minosaur. So I'm
I really wish I had gotten the DX9 Minosaur.
I never had the chance to get it. I wish I had the chance to get it too, but I never did. But this is crazy. Like, I mean, his waist is above, like the bottom of his pelvis is above Sovereign. Right.
It's not even like touching. Like there's still a centimeter or two
clearance
in between.
Yeah. Right. Like there's clearance there. What are you doing using the meters?
Hey, we
use centimeters at US. You know it. That's my alarm to get ready for Toy Dojo. I figured it'd be right around that time. Yeah, man. So it looks pretty good. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in on it to finish the set, and it just, man, that alone is worth the price of money. But I like the ability to kind of flip flop between this and the Studio Ox mode. And no, Dormammu, it will not fit in the detail. This thing, you'll need to take a shelf out.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be heavy.
Well,
so how heavy you think this is gonna be, guys?
I mean, just pick up the 4 that you have and then double it, right? I mean,
25, 30 pounds maybe.
Easy. Like with fan toys quality and die cast, like there's got to be die cast in this thing, right? I mean, it's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be a brick.
Yeah. And with Motor Master hanging out the back.
Yep.
It would definitely fit in your Maji case, Derek. Definitely.
It's gonna hit it's gonna literally hit the ceiling because if it's 2 inches taller than the Toy World, it's gonna hit the ceiling.
No, you got clearance. I'm looking at your Superion right there. You got at least 4 to 5 inches back there, so you should be good. You should be good.
From the head. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be good.
I hope so.
You're gonna be good. It's probably, how tall was Blitzwave Voltron? 14 inches?
15 inches.
15 inches? Yeah, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
I mean,
man.
It looks good, man.
Yeah.
It looks good.
So who's all in?
I hope it all works out.
I already sold mine.
Structure, all that stuff. I hope it all works out.
I sold mine months ago. I could not accept the fact that I was in an unwritten contract with Fans Toys for the rest of my life, spending what, $800 total, right on the 4 guys, US, and then an incomplete set. I was like, nope.
Yep.
Somebody else take this junk. Did the same.
Any regrets at this moment?
I was
a little FOMO.
I don't think so. I think it was good. Like when I made the decision, I was like, they're probably eventually going to get to it, but I'm just so pissed off at again, right, the unwritten contract, right, that I couldn't accept it anymore, and I was like, I'm just getting my money back. To be fair, I spent the money on new suspension for my car, which I take out to the track, and I'm having fun with that, so I'm good.
Hey, there you go. It's not money lost. You know what I mean?
It's not money lost, man. I knew what I was doing with the money when I decided to sell them, but I had a moment the day after where I was like, damn, these things are gonna look good in a D12, and I don't have them, but I got other stuff, so I'm good, right? So I'll survive. Yeah.
Oh no, not now. I will survive. Yeah, man.
Listen, that want and whatever, like, it eventually goes away and stuff. Like figures that I've wanted, and it's like, I'm not gonna spend that much money for them. And after a while, like, it's like, whatever, no big deal anymore. It's just that fever, like when it's fresh and it's new, and like that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is too, right, is that even though they revealed they've already announced everything that they're doing this year, right? So I don't think we're going to see it this year unless they release it for because they seem to do like a big release or an important release right around Christmas time. So maybe they'll squeeze Dead End in before Christmas. But like you said, that's only if they're selling them separately, right? If they're still going to sell it, the chassis with Dead End, then we're not seeing this year, right? It's next year sometime earliest. So
yeah, it's gonna be a while. It's definitely gonna be a while.
Waiting too, I guess on a long enough timeline, it all eventually comes out. You would hope, but I mean that wait sucks. That wait does suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Agreed. Well, with that, guys, I think this is a good time, a perfect time to kind of wrap this thing up. I want to first and foremost, before we do that, thank the chat squad for joining us tonight. We had tons of people in the building. Not many names that I can gather, but all of you who were here, thank you for joining us. And also thank you to our listeners and watchers who will be looking after the fact and listening after the fact. So let's go ahead and go around StreamYard really quick. But before we do that, actually, anybody got any final thoughts on this panel before we go ahead and close it out?
Nah, man. I mean, like I said at the top, like whatever I did see before, whatever we showed off tonight, thought it was just cool. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's excited, that likes it, happy for you guys. So I'm, a chug collector, more or less nowadays. But like, to see some of those renders of that Menasor and stuff like that, and a couple of those other pieces, like, I mean, it looks pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? It looks pretty cool. I hope like they just keep putting out more stuff and more original things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of the stuff that piques my interest a little bit more than just like same old. So
Yeah, man. Agreed. 1000%.
It was definitely a lot better. So the last Do Even Transform Bro, right, show that we did, right, we talked a lot about it's been dry, right? And I think this is the complete opposite, right? I think, we got a good flood of stuff we want, stuff we've been waiting for a while. So I am, the fan toys thing, good on all you that still have, that stuck in there and still have it and everything else. And I'm happy for you guys. But I was excited too when I saw it. I was like, thank God, right? Finally it's happened. Finally it's here. Finally it's something we can talk about, something we can be excited about. But the MMC stuff, right, was good too, and all the other stuff we talked about. Again, I think we're looking at some exciting times in the very near future for all of us as collectors, right? So I think it's a lot better looking at what's coming than what we've been sort of sitting around having to chew on for the last year or so.
Yeah, man. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Derek, what about you, buddy? Any final thoughts?
Refresh.
Yeah, it's still not up.
I was just gonna say, was it Brian? Yeah, Brink was in there. He's like, Eric, go get your order, man. It's 10 o'clock.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
Keep refreshing.
You
I hope that
gotta keep
credit
it
card is
now.
automatically, all your information saved
There,
automatically.
It is.
Bing.
There it is. There it is.
Nice.
Let me get my name.
Get it live. I want to know if this is successful or not.
Oh, you guys want one of these? Oh,
Oh, there you go. It would
That's
be
what they're
you.
hunting for. That's what they're hunting
Yeah,
for.
man.
yeah.
Let me go on and get
That's
this
it.
real quick.
Come on, that's your browser. It has all your information already. It should just be 3 clicks and that's it.
Yeah, you would think.
I'll give a shout out to Madhouse.
Don't forget to sign into your account.
Sign
Don't
into
forget
the
about-
account, your shipping. Get
Don't
your
forget about
shipping straight away.
Madhouse. Don't forget about Madhouse. Madhouse is out there too, right? He's got some. So
Oh, does he?
if you're,
Oh, snap.
yeah, you should. Yeah. So
Wait a
if you
minute,
if you
hold
miss out on Toy Dojo or ages 3 and up, hit up Madhouse.
See, so
Might have to
there.
pay a little bit for shipping, but you can get one.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, see, sometimes it's worth a little premium for peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Dare 2727 is using this frenzy as another reason to bash MMC. And he says another reason why MMC sucks.
Listen. I was chatting with Bobby about. It was like 6 months ago, right? And I was ranting about how I'm tired of Dead End not showing up and everything else. And Bobby said, Fans Toys is the girl you pick up at the bar, and MMC is the girl you marry. And those are never truer words when it comes to MP.
Yo,
Yes.
he's not wrong, brother.
collecting. He's not wrong, man.
He
Yeah.
is not wrong. I am sorry. I am a little delayed, guys.
It's all right.
but,
It's all right. Get that figure. Get
yeah, I
that
know.
figure. See,
This is what
see,
we
but
do.
Darren, you see how MMC all this shit is selling out. That means a lot of people don't think their shit sucks.
Right. You know
I need them to
Go look
keep
at-
making that
and-
money because I want more reformatted.
Go watch the videos that that TM Reviews put up when he was sitting in the panel. The reaction that people made to the aerial bots and Dead End was almost the same reaction that people made when they saw MMC Devastator. So
Nice.
just saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
They said they're done with reformatted. So I mean, I know. I'm just holding out hope. I think they're gonna put out those occasional pieces. That's probably like a retool of what they've already done. Like I think that double dealer. That's like the retool of the Deathsaurus.
Yeah.
You know. So I'll grab that just just to check it out. But
Hey,
yeah.
we all thought Make Toys was dead.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
And dude, I love the
Yeah.
Like
cross
the
dimension
Phoenix, man.
stuff. I was so sad. I'm like, they're not making any more of this. I wanted that cross dimension Galvatron that they had showed off one year. I was like, oh man.
Oh
That
yeah,
looks like
yeah,
a
that
Phoenix,
joint
man.
was dope too.
The
Yeah,
the
I
cross
remember that
dimension
one.
line from them was amazing because it was like you know, like even though some of these other companies now, like, you know, MMC with that Optus Pexis, you know, with the articulation and everything, they're almost giving you the same thing. But before that, MMC were actually giving you Transformers action figures, and they actually transformed. They're like superposable action figures. They were stylized, but that thing was dope. That thing was dope.
Yeah.
Quality was through the roof. You got it? You got it?
Yeah, I got mine. I'm good. I'm all set.
Success. That's
I'm
awesome.
all set. Derek, you got yours?
All right.
I'm all set.
All right, sweet.
All right,
Any-
cool.
Any thoughts on the wrap up and stuff? Did he give his thoughts?
Did you give yours,
What do you-
Derek? Any thoughts about the
No,
last minute?
Derek's thoughts were refresh.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
That's
they
what-
were.
yeah.
So,
I was waiting for him to see the sold out on the screen and then go, what?
but
That's
but
collector
yo,
stress.
I really, I mean, you know, everything was, you know, it was cool. I mean, as far as the reveals in general, you know, for me, it was just, you know, all right, I saw this already. It's just y'all just talking about it again. You know, it was a couple of things that was cool. I think the impressive new thing that I saw was was probably the new age sludge. So I mean, that's probably the only thing that impressed me the most, because you know I've seen everything else already, and it's like, you know, I can't act like I never seen the Fans Toy stuff before. I can't act like I haven't seen the other things before, because I did. So it's just like, okay, y'all showing us the same shit all over again. But you know, but no, it was cool. It was cool. Hopefully, you know.
But at least, I mean, be fair though, progress is progress, right? And now,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
what the biggest negative people have been having about Fans Toys is, look, you're coming out with all this new stuff. You're showing us renders. You're showing us then prototypes, and now we see these figures at the actual convention, but no update on this. You've been mum about this the whole time, and now people finally got it. So I do think people are happy to see that, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm one of them. Like, I think it's been a while and y'all been too silent. Give us something just to be like, okay, y'all haven't forgot about us and given us the biggest middle finger, and we've been, you know, we're the people who made you guys, right? Like, so we deserve to at least know what's going on, and we're already invested in four figures and 3 figures in the other set. Give us something, you know.
Hashtag justice for Berserk.
That's
gonna be the next. That's gonna be the new thing now. We getting dead in now, so now, you know,
Justice for
Berserk is gonna be back in first place. So
it's funny you say that, because as soon as this stuff got revealed, and I'm not gonna say no names, but there was somebody put in one of our group chats that this was here, and then they was like, man, how's that Fort Max body looking? I'm like, man, you just got this and you've been saying for a while, like, come on, man, like, just let this ride for a little bit, bro. Let this ride for a little bit, man.
But once Berserk comes out, everything else, you know, will fall in line at that point, man, because Berserk, I think, is their oldest one that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's the oldest one.
What number is
Blitzwing.
it? Is it number 3, 4? FTs? No, that was the Dinobots.
I wasn't that low. It was
Yeah, it's in the 20s somewhere. It's in the 20s somewhere.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it's way back there in the 20s somewhere. But it was definitely an anticipated figure. I'd be okay with the Blitzwing coming from them soon. But I have to admit, man, the Star Toys is a great fill-in for right now, and we'll go into some type of mode when I get them to Blitzwings.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, well, let's go ahead and go around here and take us out. Jose, you want to take us out?
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Harrican BX. Catch me on ETR every single Monday. Verbally challenged on all audio platforms. And the occasional Do You Even Transform, bro, when we're all able to hook up and do this. Real quick, just want to shout out to Dust Mites. He's usually with us on these shows. Wasn't able to make it tonight. And shout out to Oscar as well. He had to drop out. So, you know, always love having both of those guys on and chatting robots and stuff. So, and this was fun, guys. You know, have a great week. Stay safe. Love all of y'all.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. Rusty, where can people find you? Give us your bias.
I got a YouTube channel out there called The Rusty Mechanic, so you can find me over there, and I'm floating around on Facebook and Instagram under the same name. Whenever work calms down again, I might actually get myself onto the Now You Made It Awkward podcast with Shoki and Ricky, both from the Realm. And every now and again I pop in on Pig for Life's Chatter Day that he does once a month. I help him out with that and guest on that. And as I always say, that's about as much whoring around on the internet as I can handle right now.
That's what's up. My B bro, what's up, man? Tell people where they can find you.
Hey, yo, you can find me on Instagram at Derek What B. You can also find me on Fridays. Next week, we'll be back on the Realm Hatton Project. We will not be doing a hangout this week.
What?
Y'all find out more about that later. But yeah, we won't be doing hangout this week. Find us on Right Out the Box whenever we can get that together as well. But you can always find me on this. Do you even transform, bro? I don't, but they do. So, and,
I'll do it right now.
Always. Oh, go ahead, Eric. I'm good.
No, man. You can find me, Eric B, in your Facebook group, Eric Burgess, on Instagram, Mr_EDUB82. Also Kennedy's Village on all your social media platforms. That's at Kennedy's Village, as well as kennedysvillage.org. We do have a video game night that we are putting together. Should be on August 12th, so be on the lookout for invites to go out for that. If you're in the area and you pretty cool, want to support a great foundation and also win some cool prizes, then you don't want to miss this event. There will be great food, great fun, great camaraderie, and some video games. So that's always a good thing.
Awesome, man.
Hey, every other Wednesday, figure banging. We got one coming up next week. You can find me here with these lovely gentlemen on Do You Even Transform, Bro? As well as Right Out the Box, man, here on the Rambo Collectors YouTube channel. And man, I think it's been a great night to find out Do You Even Transform, Bro? And we found out. You guys have a great night.
Oh, let me leave
Peace.
a final thought.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Wait, I see this here.
All right,
Hold on,
here
I'll
we
bring it up. I think that's what it is.
Always remember,
Oh, Jesus.
no matter what they say, no matter what they do, you're important. And Rewind is blue. Thank you very much.
Oh, my God. And with that, we out, peeps. Have a great
Thanks,
night.
guys.